Welcome back to Appalachian Dim Sum,
where our entertainment is our comfort food.
and this is episode number 47, the desserts for this month.
Yes. And the month that centered around Evangelion.
That's right.
Evangelion,
However you want to say it.
Asuka.
Right.
We'll pronounce it however it feels.
I think the only ones that I say on a regular basis correctly is Misato and Shinji. Of course, sometimes Shinji, I say Sinji, so Misato, that's it.
We're done talking about Evangelion.
Yeah, there's really nothing that we're going to be talking about during desserts. There's no upcoming Evangelion media that we're going to look at or anything like that.
We can't guarantee that the mispronunciations won't continue.
Right.
I can't even say mispronunciation, apparently.
So how you doing, Joel?
Good.
Yeah. It's been a busy month for me.
I don't understand how we've been so busy, because we've basically mostly just been snowed in.
Right.
Haven't had a show since MagFest. We're getting ready to go to another, but it seems like when we're here, we get into more nonsensical things that take up time.
I think it may be that we're getting back into the swing of things, and it's taking a little bit to get back into regular life.
Yeah. And just in time to have to go on the road again. So
yeah, I'm actually feeling this year. Usually January goes by like really quick. I actually felt like January was a actual month.
Yeah.
It felt like it lasted the amount of time you expect a month to last.
I had to literally sit here and think for a second. Is it February
Yeah,
yet?
it's February. Yeah. We're about a week. We're a little more than a week into February, so that's great.
I love blissful ignorance. Just not even knowing when it is.
Yeah. So for desserts, we usually we kind of like look forward with trailers to see what's upcoming that we might be interested in and give our thoughts.
Or if it's even a new game, new comic series, new book, whatever. Something that we've seen coming that we're looking forward to. But more often than not, that is going to come back to trailers for either a movie or a TV show or an anime.
I'd like to think that I was organized enough to say, I'm going to consume this, I'm going to watch this, I'm going to play this, and actually play or watch.
Yeah.
No, it's usually just what I feel like at the time. So
if you took us back to 2005, where we had blockbusters and things like that,
that'd be easier.
When something comes out, we could just be, it'll be released 2 weeks after it leaves the theater. We will go pick it up and watch it. But now it's like, oh, it went to Apple or it went to Netflix.
Right.
I'll never be able to see it.
Yeah. Well, I saw that movie Together, and I had to wait for it to come to some place to watch it because I didn't see it in the theater.
I don't even remember when we talked about seeing the trailer for it. It was probably August, September.
It had to be August or September,
like
yeah. It was a while ago. And then just wait for it to come to one of the streaming services because I'm not going to... I've complained enough about it before. I'm not going to pay $15 for a digital copy of it.
Well, if this is February, whatever this is...
10th.
The 10th.
Yep.
We're in our waning week or two of what we paid for Hulu. We've already stopped paying. We just have...
Gotcha.
Whatever's left on this cycle. And then I'll be down one more service. But pleasantly enough, though, we've been exploring Tubi.
Yeah, Tubi's great.
Tubi's got more. I don't understand why anybody pays for anything, honestly. There's literally like 8 times the movie choice on Tubi, and they have series and stuff too. I've been watching the old Drew Carey show.
Nice.
I mean, old Whose Line. Actually, that's on YouTube, but still. I found old Whose Line Is It Anyway on YouTube, and I'm like, why am I paying for any of this nonsense? It's like, this is all free.
If we ever wanted to like retool what we do, we could just go like free, like we're going to just talk about stuff that you can access for free.
Yeah.
Between, I'd say maybe the 3 or 4 like larger streaming sites that are free or ad supported, and YouTube and the internet database. I mean, we could just watch free stuff for the rest of our lives and never be wanting.
Tubi's not bad. Maybe 4 commercial breaks in a movie.
Yeah.
YouTube's a little more obnoxious.
Yeah.
Like, you watch a 4.5-minute song, like a music video, and you get an ad break in the middle. And I'm like, you can't interrupt a song, man. It's like, play the ad at the end. But
I do kind of with like TV shows and movies now having ads in them with like Netflix and stuff like that because I'm not paying for an ad-free service.
No.
And they seem to, it's like a calculus with them. How much can we annoy them to get them to pay?
I think that's exactly what YouTube is.
Well,
And it's not even just how many ads can we annoy you with? It's like, what are the most annoying ads that we can actually put together in a
Right.
3-ad package that would just make you say, I can't take this anymore? It's like a progressive ad, an ad for some kind of weird sexual medicine, and then
Another
like,
progressive ad.
then another progressive, or the other one, the Liberty Mutual, the Biverty
Liberty
guy.
Biverty.
Gosh almighty, man.
Okay, Liberty does. I like that guy with the emu. I mean, that's Liberty, right?
Yeah, same
Yeah.
thing.
Liberty is like the Geico of today. It's amusing. But I'm actually, this past month, I kind of got, I was watching some stuff and I was getting interrupted with the ads, and I found myself wishing for the days of ad breaks.
Oh, yeah.
Where like they methodically said, okay, well, here's a good place to break for an ad.
How about,
because
like-
now they just shove it in there.
How about like something that maybe is a product you might use?
Or that. Yeah.
It's like prescription medicines and insurance is all it is. And I'm like, how about like a new like house cleaning product or a new food or something? It's like I'm not shopping for insurance every other day of the week. I mean, it's just I don't understand the process.
You're right. That is primarily what I see. Car ads too, I think. But I'm not buying a car that often.
I don't even know if I get those. We get the ones that are trying to go to this thing and it'll tell you how many streaming services. Maybe they hear me complaining about streaming all the time and they think I've got too many services because I get those ads that are like, what was it? It's not Rocket, or is it Rocket something?
Rocket Money, I think so.
They show you like, oh, you got 27 services that you're.
Yeah,
paying.
Rocket Money. Yeah, that Rocket.
Yeah.
So yeah, I won't do that because I'm like, then I need to give you access to all my stuff. I don't trust you enough for that.
Speaking of not free stuff, it was Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the Super Bowl?
I don't usually care much about the Super Bowl.
That was my statement I was going to make. I was like, I didn't watch any of it. We didn't end up watching any ads. We actually watched, oh my goodness, the Zachary Shazam. What's his name? Zachary
Levi?
Levi.
That's what it is, right?
The movie where he played Kurt Warner, American Underdog, which is actually a football movie story.
Okay.
It's actually a really, really good
So
story.
instead of the Super Bowl, you watched a football movie.
Because
Okay.
it's actually about football.
Yeah.
I don't think the Super Bowl is about football anymore. And kind of all ties back in together, too. I think they announced that ESPN gets next year's. So that's going to be a Hulu and Disney extravaganza.
Okay.
So if you thought it was weird with some guy yelling at you in Spanish in high heels in this one, wait till you see what they'll give you next year.
Well, my wife has always been the sports fan in the family, and my aunt is a fan of like her team is the Patriots.
Yeah.
So there's reason to watch the Super Bowl. We went over to my aunt's house and we made what's called football rice, which is just rice with carrots and celery and Worcestershire sauce and some soy sauce and some ham. So it's pork, actually, not ham. It was little pork chops. Put all that together, and that's what we call football rice. It's really good, and it was just an excuse to get together and spend some time.
I think that's the point that a lot of people miss is like, you can do that without the Super Bowl.
Yeah, of course. We went about 2 hours early, and we watched the first episode of the Pendragon Cycle.
Oh.
I'll talk about that at some point. I don't know if I'm going to wait until we finish the season to talk about it, and I think it might be what I
Sounds like an
I do.
appetizer, maybe.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Yeah, we grew up on sports. I was a sports nut growing up. I guess it's like anything else. You have to sort of prove to yourself that you can do fine without something before you're like, oh, I didn't need that at all.
Yeah.
And we started to kind of cut away some services and get rid of some things, and it's like, it doesn't make it that hard to take that next step. It's like the Super Bowl's going to be there, but it's going to be a bunch of people just telling you how much they hate you with all these ads and trying to browbeat you into things that you don't believe in.
Well, that's always the thing that entertained me about the Super Bowl is the ads. And at one point I was just like watching the ads afterwards. But since I was watching the Super Bowl live, I saw the ads live. And one of the things that really annoyed me was how many ads, especially trailers, where they like showed you something and they're like, oh, watch the full trailer online. I'm like, no, show me here.
I'm here. I'm sitting right here.
Don't give me a homework assignment. Come on.
Yeah, I think they lost me a couple years ago on things like He Gets Us and all these things. It's like, you're not advertising anything. You're just trying to make people mad. It's like, stop it. But
Well, since this is desserts,
yes,
we had, I don't know, what do you want to call them? Angel hearts?
yeah, time.
That works.
Before we get away from Evangelion completely,
Completely.
I think the thought process is like, is there anything that has like a red core in it? And it was like jelly donuts. Probably could have searched a little bit harder. And I think you said something about oh shoot, what do you call the cherries?
Marciano cherries.
I was gonna say Mendocino. I couldn't remember what the M was.
Yeah. If we had some Marciano cherries, we could have shoved those in the middle of the donut and been like, "Hey, it's the core."
I've never been like a. I think it comes back to like a kid. Every time you got sick, having to take cherry Tylenol.
Oh.
I can't do cherries,
man. Going back as a kid, I would get the jar of Marciano cherries my parents would buy for some reason, and I would just eat all the cherries and then get mad at me.
What was the other stuff? Robitussin, the cough medicine that was cherry.
Yeah, I must have been a weird kid because I never cared. I mean, I never disliked the taste of medicine. I always thought it was fine.
I think it was those two were just that ruined me forever. On you said something about like we were texting or something about or talking about stuff like, for this, and you said something about cherries. I was like, no.
But what we did is we got some Dunkin' Donuts, and those I liked that they were in the shape of a heart, and they had the I had strawberry jelly inside.
I had these little forks that came...
Tiny little forks.
And some kind of takeout thing that we got. Yeah. Or at a restaurant that we went to where they let you keep like the little tiny... I don't know if they're supposed to be like getting meat out of a shell, like crab type thing or whatever they were. We had a handful of those and I was like, those are perfect like spears for Evangelion. So. Yeah.
We'll post the photo that we actually took, but the photo that's up right now, I fed to ChatGPT and was like, put some Avas holding these forks.
I was looking for a second. I was like, you didn't bring figures over here.
Nope.
It's like, did you go get more donuts?
Nope.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, they were jelly donuts. Jelly donuts are great. So
Dunkin'
definitely enjoyed those.
Dunkin' Donuts. That's as good as we could come up with. Yeah, there'll be like I think you said it before. There'll be some times we'll find something that is really specific to a show, and there's going to be some times where it's like, we got donuts.
Yeah, at some point, I'm sure I'm going to be like, we ate Jimmy John's.
Yeah,
this is the food we had. We didn't. It doesn't tie in any way.
But it was good.
All right, so moving on with the regular desserts, we're going to try something a little different this month.
Yes.
What we're going to do is we're going to watch Rotten Tomatoes trailers. They have every week. They come out. Well, not every week. Generally weekly. Yeah. They come out with like a compilation of all the trailers that had come out in the previous week or the previous couple of weeks.
We do have some ones that we do want to focus in on, saying things that we've seen coming and we specifically want to talk about. And we'll follow that up. That'll be later in today's show. But we talked about this before about going through this little compilation thing and just seeing everything that's out there and just kind of just watching it through and be like, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, some of these trailers it's going to be the first time either of us ever see them.
Yeah.
And as such, we have two videos because I don't know how many videos per month they come out with. This might be what we end up doing if we like this format. We just watch the videos instead of, like at the end, we have some, like you said, we've isolated that we want to specifically talk about. Yeah. But if we like this format.
They may pop up in this thing. If so, we'll just skip over them because we're going to come back and talk about them anyway. But
also, I think per video, or during us watching these, we each get one skip. If there's something that just starting and you're like, no, just skip.
Yeah.
We each get one skip.
If there's a rom-com thing, if you want to see it, help yourself. If not, if it's like, I'm like the decorator, but I'm ugly because I have glasses on. Yeah. But I'm going to really find true love. Like, yeah, nah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to start the trailer compilation, and we'll just pause it periodically to talk about what we're seeing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So if you want to watch any of these trailers yourself without us yakking on about it, just go ahead and go to the Rotten Tomatoes YouTube channel.
Yeah.
They pretty much have all the trailers you're going to want.
Yeah, and they list them individually too, but they will have like a thing that says new trailers this week, whatever.
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes.
5 or 6 or something.
And that's what we're using for these videos. So let's go to new trailers this week. This is week 5 from Rotten Tomatoes trailers.
It opens with Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
The Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Yeah, which is, as someone who's been a video gamer for my whole life, it's weird that they went to Galaxy. Yeah. There's so much Mario before Galaxy. I still think Chris Pratt's a weird choice for Mario.
I don't even pay any attention to that when I watch these. I watched the first one. It was a while after it came out, but I don't know. Generally, unless there's really somebody striking like a Robin Williams or something, half the time these kind of movies, even if I know who it is, 30 minutes into it, I'm not even paying attention to who they are anymore. As long as they're not just obnoxiously bad.
There's a whole sordid story with Robin Williams and the Aladdin and everything, because like he was the first actual like celebrity to do voice work.
Yeah.
And that's why all voice work is really done by celebrities today.
Yeah.
But there was this whole thing where like he agreed to do it as long as they didn't use his name in advertising or something like that, and they like screwed him over on it terribly.
Wow.
That's why he wasn't like the voice in the sequels and stuff like it. I've watched a YouTube video on it. Highly recommend looking up that history. It's very interesting.
You have somebody that can come in and just ad lib and make magic the way that he did. Why would you just not be like, what would it take to get you back to do another one of these?
Yeah.
But that's what happens when corporations make decisions on movies.
Yeah.
So I don't know the background of this game at all. I've never played Galaxy. Is it like a temple exploring game, it looks like?
No, I've never played Galaxy myself because I didn't like the visual premise of it. Because in Galaxy, you literally go from planet to planet, and the levels are like spheres, and you would run around the sphere. And I was like, that doesn't look very fun. People love it, though.
I saw the Illumination studio guys that do all the Minions are doing these, and I do like that studio. So it's a...
You know they're doing a Zelda movie, but it's live action?
No.
Yeah. That is so weird. I mean, I'm sure we'll at some point, not this month, obviously, but at some point we'll see it. But it's so weird to me because like the Nintendo has like Smash Brothers, and you would think at some point they're thinking, wait, we could do a Smash Brothers movie. Why wouldn't you have Illumination do all of the films so that they can tie it together? Okay.
Yeah, and if they say they're going to do a air quotes live action movie, any of these video game movie type things at this point, they're not live action.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's just CGI, even if there's a real person there.
Yeah, like half of the screen is something that's CG. Was that Yoshi?
Is this introducing Yoshi into it?
It's got to be Yoshi. It looks like his eyes.
Well, that makes sense because I think that's the artwork I've seen for the.
But you see, to me, they're introducing Yoshi, so to me, it would make more sense for it to be Super Mario World.
Yeah.
The SNES game where Yoshi started.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely won't go to the theater to see this.
Oh no, absolutely not. That's why we were so long catching it. I think it eventually came to Prime, and it was like, yeah, we'll watch it. It's better than what else is on.
Yeah. I definitely think they respect the world.
Yeah.
So, but they're not like beholden to it.
It's also not like when they made Transformers movies and they made them all like foul mouth, like rapper type people.
Yeah.
And it was just like, what are y'all doing? It's like, who thinks the Transformers are like this at all?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm assuming the galaxy just means they're going like from world to world.
Yeah.
But I don't. From what it looks like, they're just kind of taking the whole Mario mythos and making something with it that's not specifically like about the Galaxy game.
Yeah.
Just an excuse to go from planet to planet.
It's a good thing to watch with your kids. I guess
Yeah.
that's probably probably where that one lands. Not out until April, so. This is
The Stranger's Trap Chapter 3.
Yeah. Not really one of those franchises I think that needs to keep making movies. First one was interesting.
I don't know.
Trying to add
I don't know if I knew they made a second one.
I've seen trailers for it. And I don't know. It seems like it wasn't that long ago it came out, but these are not the kind of properties to go back and just keep farming. It's not. If you just want like a creepy horror movie with people invading a house, you could do it and have it be something else instead of trying to make up some lore behind.
It's kind of like The Purge.
Yeah.
You know,
The Purge was an okay idea, and then they turned it into a whole, 5 or 6 movies at some point.
What was that M. Night Shyamalan movie where the people were in a cabin and then people showed up? It was very much like The Strangers. But
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
I watched it in the theater. It was back when I had the Regal Platinum or Regal Unlimited, and I was just watching everything.
Same reason that we're getting rid of Hulu and Disney was why I didn't go watch that movie. There's some things content-wise I just are automatic rule-outs, and that one was one.
I'm gonna look up the M. Night Shyamalan. Let's keep going on the Strangers here. See, I don't like. Is anybody a? I don't even know the second one, so I don't know if it's the same characters or it's like same people. Is it just a premise?
The whole idea is it's almost like The Purge, honestly. Where the whole idea of the character is you just get a random mask, and it's like there's nothing there. It's not like a Freddy movie or something.
Right.
It's just.
Okay, I figured out if I click off of the video to like search in Google, it stops the video.
I gotcha.
Yep, I figured that. Just figured that out.
I can look here while you're doing that. Got a comment about the music in there that I'll make when we get to one of my movies I'm going to talk about.
I mean, if you're a fan of the first movie, second movie, sure.
That's not even like that doesn't strike me even like something like Smile that had enough of an interesting premise behind it that come back and be like, here's a second story with the same idea that actually was kind of better.
Man, I really with Smile 2, I went in with really low expectations. I was very happy with that film. What was it called? The Visit?
No, The Visit's the grandparents thing. It's
I never saw that.
Knock at the Cabin.
Knock at the Cabin. Yeah, I actually quite enjoyed that film.
Visit is as close to him doing something that I enjoyed recently.
Okay.
Parents go stay with like their grandparents, and the grandparents are like going crazy or they've been possessed or something. And it's still not a great movie, but it had some little moments that were like, that's not bad. But
okay.
What's the next one here?
Let's see. The next one here is Undertone.
Never heard of it.
I have no idea. Like zero.
Is this the horror movie about the girl that gets the sounds sent to her? She's got like a podcast, or is that something else?
Oh, maybe. Oh. What did I do?
The Undertone.
The Undertone killed my computer. We'll be back. All right, we're back. I have no idea what I did, but I did something. All right, this is Undertone.
Still undertoning.
Yeah.
If you're not just listening, not watching, we're not playing anything backwards.
No idea what they said. So sorry if it's something demonic. Probably is. So many of these films, it's like, well, this reminds me of this other film. Like there was I think it was Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
White Noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is like White Noise meets like.
This is the most uninformative trailer.
One missed call. Yeah.
Most uninformative trailer I think I've ever seen in my life. What was that thing? Skinamarink?
Skinamarink. Oh my goodness. Quiver. Okay.
Was that the trailer?
I think so. That was a very, very much a Skinamarink type trailer. And this is My Sister's Bones.
I think when we get to these things we're talking about, there's sometimes you see some stuff that does kind of give us hope. This is not garnering a lot of hope so far.
Not yet.
These are straight to streaming movies.
Yeah.
I think My Sister's Bones is one I'm good on not exploring.
All right, so
there's my first veto.
This is a skip.
Sorry, sister.
All right, so this is Joel's skip. And the next one is He's Watching You. All right. Lot of horror films, it seems.
I think you're going to get a lot of that this year, because that really was some of the only stuff that even got reactions last year.
Last year, yeah.
Was horror, and of course Hollywood is just going to take anything that tries to make any money at all and just try to drive it into the ground.
Yeah, I definitely feel like there was a couple of months last year where it was just everything I saw that seemed mildly interesting was horror.
Yeah.
Inspired by true events is fun. All right, look this up. He's watching you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if any of the actors or actresses are people we know.
He's watching you film. Doesn't take me to even the standard Google page. It's not a 2024 movie, is it?
I don't think so.
So that's not right. Is it a remake of somebody else's movie?
It could be.
Your big sister should have protected you more.
It says Black Spines. How did that come up? Is this a cryptic VHS tape? Was the right movie?
Doesn't look like it. I don't see any VHS.
He's watching you movie 2026. Let's
There
see
you
what that
go.
one is.
Guys showing up in different masks.
Google apparently does not care about this movie. It keeps
Okay.
taking me back to the 2024 one. Kind of makes me think, I wonder if it's not a remake of a foreign film or something.
Maybe. I mean, it just looks like a Scream.
There were a couple movies this last year that were kind of like this thing. There was something about, like, you put an item into a box. I think it had one of the Fanning girls in it. It was just one of those things that probably a good idea for like a little 30-minute like short story movie.
Yeah.
Like an anthology, but really not quality to get to a full-length movie on some of these things. This is
No seams.
No Seams. I can only hope that that's about some sort of horror.
It's kind of setting it up like that, right?
Because No Seams are like little, almost like flea or chigger type things, right? Little flies, little biting flies.
Okay. Oh, yeah, they look like they got possessed.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, so they're exactly what you're saying, little gnats or something.
I'm not sure gnat horror is
Gnat,
a genre that I'm going to get into.
gnat horror.
I mean,
They're flying and stuff.
gnats tick me off. I hate them.
Oh, wait, maybe he was hung by the tree or something.
A little harder sell that he was hung by gnats.
I think he
They're
killed
like-
himself, maybe.
Carrying people around.
That kind of reminded me of the Green Mile. All right.
I think we're again.
Literal hive mind.
I think we're kind of back into cute idea for like an anthology. I don't think I'll see a 2-hour movie there. We got
You have to
Heat.
have a 30, 45-minute build-up to it. This one's Heal. I haven't heard any of these films.
Yeah.
I know it may look unconventional. Believe me, we won't be keeping him there for long. Tommy's going through a rebellious.
All right. Okay.
It's quite impressive, really, how you've managed to aimlessly float through your whole life completely unnoticed. Would you think all of this is fun? This is real life. You're already dead, you scum! We treat each other with respect.
All right. I'm interested in it. It looks unsettling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't commenting on that one as much because I was trying to actually follow what's actually happening on that one. So
For some reason, this guy has, I'm assuming, his son locked up in the basement, and he's abusing him. I mean,
which one is
that's
this one again? Heal.
Heal. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a dog. Bad boy.
Wow. That escalated quickly.
I promise not to do it again. Good boy.
Yeah, this looks like a very unsettling film.
This kind of gets into that realm of like what we just watched together. It's like don't sell me something in a trailer and then come back with like a little vanilla movie like together ended up being.
Yeah.
And trailers kind of go harder like this. That's
Well-
kind of that feeling I get. It's
Well,
like,
unlike Together, I could see how this could be a like a dark comedy.
Yeah. This could be like a brutal, almost like a Green Room kind of
yeah.
movie too, or
Oh, I'm sure the plot of the film is he gets out and runs amok and kills everybody or something. Like revenge.
that's the outside of Super Mario.
Yeah,
stuff.
that's a
maybe
lot different than Super Mario.
That's number 2 on the ones that I might actually watch.
Yeah. Corporate Retreat.
Corporate Retreat. I could almost write this idea down without watching the trailer, but
All right, this one's my skip.
yeah, we're good with that.
Yep. Blades of the Guardians. That's next. Hey, samurai in the desert. I'm game.
Martial arts movie.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
I love that they're still doing this kind of stuff with like the crazy, almost
Wire
like
work.
type stuff. Somebody does a flying kick and flies like 75 yards.
Honestly, these kind of films, watch them as you can get them and enjoy them as you can get them, because in 5 years they'll just be all AI.
Oh,
so.
yeah. It's like they're getting some AI mixed in with it
Yeah.
pretty hard already, but they've
It was great.
they've leaned pretty good on CGI and the ones they've done over the last probably 5 or 6 years, but almost like a really good like sci-fi channel movie though. It's like if you just accept that it's going to be some kind of cheesy stuff and just kind of watch the story. I love these kind of movies.
I think the West in general underserves these films by not dubbing them,
Yeah.
because by and large we're not gonna. People don't like to read as they watch
You
films.
probably cut half of your audience out by not
Yeah.
dubbing it.
And this one is called To Die For. Number 2, Die Number 4.
Living. Okay. Now I'm ready.
Did you ever see F1?
I did not. I was sitting there thinking about
Fantastic film.
F1. It's like
Yeah.
it's probably an interesting territory because you probably at least cultivated some interest in some of these sort of European racing sports
Yeah.
stuff.
That's what I was thinking, is that this is probably because F1 was popular.
What was the one before that with David Harbour? There was the guy who was like a video gamer that actually they converted into being a successful race driver.
Gran Turismo?
Was it? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that was much of a
That was like a
an
based on
international
true events
racing
kind of
thing.
thing.
It was kind of more the personal story was the more interesting part of that. But
Right.
what language are we speaking?
I mean, I don't know if it's. Yeah, no, it's not all in the foreign language.
I got you.
It's just those.
Thought I
people.
heard some Swedish or something there for a
Something.
second. I was like, what is that?
In reality.
Yeah, I'll watch this kind of stuff anytime. I'm not going to go see these things in theater, but
Oh, I totally saw it in the theater because of Brad Pitt.
oh yeah, I'm talking about stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this, like a decent sports movie, and people are saying it's a racing movie. It's not a sports movie. It's the same thing.
Weird name for a race car type film. To Die For?
This is Pompeii Below the Clouds.
Okay.
We're definitely getting into some.
And it's like a documentary.
under the radar indie things at this point. This is somebody actually just excavating Pompeii.
Yeah, it's just documentary about the
Yeah.
excavation of Pompeii.
Spoiler alert: the volcano killed everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not a documentary guy. If it's
all
something
in-
I'm super interested in, I will like track it down. But
It's in black and white. These are like Sunday afternoon, don't know what to watch, don't really want to get into something new.
this is sort of like maybe it's shot like a documentary, and while they're there studying it, the volcano goes again, or
We are ready to unload 32.
And now I'm wondering now if it's a narrative.
The unfortunate part is it's mostly subtitled, and I've not followed everything they've said. So
Can you Google and ask if Pompeii Below the Clouds is a documentary? Because it could go either way, from what we're seeing. It's in theaters.
They told me Oz was just a story.
And this is Gale Yellow Brick Road, and I guess it has something to do with Wizard of Oz.
it says Below the Clouds is an Italian documentary film.
Okay, so it is a documentary.
Yeah.
For nearly 20 years. Since I've known her, she can't have said more than 4 words to me.
Yeah, this is like the. Then they do this with Winnie the Pooh and like Popeye. When those properties became public.
Oh, is that what this is?
This is like a Wizard of Oz
Horror film.
horror film type thing.
Hide from something that knows your name.
Now,
This looks like this might be a little,
She said she saved me.
maybe more serious attempt than the.
The Winnie the Pooh ones.
This is like Winnie the Pooh Blood Moon or something like that. It's like Popeye the Slayer Man, I think was the other one.
That's horrible.
The man needed to know your name.
What kills me with movies like that is like those guys had enough money that they went and made something for like probably $20,000 or $30,000 and made a couple $1 million, and here we sit. It's like we could write that in an afternoon.
Whatever began with my grandma.
Did you ever see Return to Oz? The one that was kind of like
The
from the mid 80s?
Feruzia Balk.
Is that who made it? I don't know.
She was a little girl then.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Or Feruza, however you say it. The girl from the Witchcraft or the high school
The
witch.
Craft.
The
yeah,
Craft.
Yeah. Yes. That actress, I didn't know her
That
name.
was like her original her initial movie.
I loved it as a kid. I haven't seen it since I was young, but
I never actually seen it.
oh man,
What is this Time Hopper Silk Road?
I wasted my skip.
We're I'll use my vote to have us give us an extra skip.
All right, so we have Time Hoppers and Pretty in Pink 40th anniversary.
We're good.
That means we're just going to the next
We're good.
trailers for this week. And let's see, what's the first one?
This is the drama. This is
drama.
actually Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. What is that her name?
Zendaya, yeah.
Yeah.
MJ
okay, what about the first
and Chani.
Interesting
She's,
premise on
she's
this.
everywhere.
So you're saying Charlie is your
Where like
love?
they talk about it here. I've actually seen this one.
Most of it?
And they talk about like everybody's at a date and they're like sharing secrets. Apparently she shares like something horrible, and, like freaks everybody
Oh, she
out.
killed someone.
I almost want to say it's like, was it just that simple or was it something worse? Or like this is the part.
Before we got married, we did this thing where we said the worst thing we've ever done.
Okay.
Don't mind if we all do it. Promise?
What did you do?
This dog.
Beer bottles and porn.
You have to know at night.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing I've ever done.
Okay,
Interesting premise.
I like how they don't share it. They just go straight to the scene where they're all just like, "What'd you just say?"
I'm sorry,
Wow, what'd she do? That's a great way to get you into the
That's-
film to go see.
It's got me drawn in enough to be like, I at least want to know what she did. I like him. He's.
Robert Pattinson.
I don't really.
He grew on me.
I don't really care anything about her. I think we said something before when we were talking about like Kick-Ass about Chloe Grace Moretz that you think by now that she would be a big person.
Yeah.
Somebody is determined to make Zendaya a big person, and I just don't see it. I'm not interested in her. I don't think she's that good an actress.
She has a fan base, I think. And
Yeah,
I think that's what it is. Is like
It
there's
must
a
be
certain group of people that love her, and producers are like, hey, if we get Zendaya,
Maybe it comes from social media or something. People follow these folks, and maybe they do something more interesting on social media because the movies I've seen have been like,
I didn't know her
Wow.
before Spider-Man. I knew nothing of her.
I've never seen her act like she has any emotions, so not my thing. But ready or not to.
Okay, this is one of the ones that
So let's skip
I want to
that.
talk about, so we're going to skip that.
We're going to come back to this one in detail.
Yeah. And what's this one?
This is In the Blink of an Eye.
In the blink of an eye.
I've seen trailers for this because we still unfortunately have Hulu. What is his name? Let me look him up.
Unfortunately.
Hang on.
Okay, this is like past, present, and future, right?
Just you and me, buddy.
I got my summary for you. Just gotta get
Hey,
the
it's
name of the
Ann.
character.
From Community.
Could you find out where it comes from?
Escalito from Nacho Libre.
Okay.
This is a, I believe in science movie. I've watched this thing and
Is
it
it-
looks like it's trying to be so like enlightening and
It's
groundbreaking.
supposed to give us hope for the future.
Yeah.
The director of Wall-E.
Our old home was dying, and now
And-
Oh, Earth is dying, and okay.
But she's gonna find out the magical space power that made nothing explode and all this happened.
So, without seeing the film, my thought is like the spaceship part is actually the past from the Neanderthal part. That's where they go. They seed another planet. That's my guess.
all I see in this is a bunch of people in Hollywood that are trying to figure out some way to explain what they know is true, and they just don't want to admit. So, it's
Well,
how can we come up with something that's God that's not God,
Well, I
so
like-
that we can say that we came up with it and we're smarter than you? And it's like,
I like films that attempt to be high sci-fi. Like Interstellar, I consider that like that's like high sci-fi. I like it when they try that.
yeah.
Not they don't always get it.
This one has vibes of a Hulu Disney project. Of what's the no, that was his name, Neil deGrasse Tyson or whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody says they try to put him out like he's some guy that knows everything about everything, and you actually get somebody to corner him and talk to him, and he just proves that he's an idiot. And
Yeah, I totally think Kate McKinnon walking onto that planet, they seed the next planet, and that's the Neanderthals. That's what I think.
back to Super Mario
Super Mario
Galaxy,
Galaxy again?
So we can skip ahead. The next one is War Machine.
I'm assuming it's not an MCU film.
No. The War Machine is a Netflix thing. I've heard about this one. So we
Okay.
get past the. This is.
Oh, okay.
Reacher.
Reacher. What's his
This-
name?
Alan Rickson.
Yeah, something like that.
Richardson, something like that.
I saw like a clip of this.
I heard somebody saying something about him being in special forces and blah blah blah. I was like, okay, I can watch those movies. I'm not going to go to Netflix to do it. And then I saw like the robot clip of this, and I was like, okay.
Robot. There's a
Oh, yeah.
robot?
Oh yeah, there's a
Okay.
robot coming.
See, I hate to admit that like immediately makes me interested.
It did me. Otherwise, it's like a little group went out in the woods and something happened, and like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, we've only seen this story 38 times.
Yeah.
And this might still be recycled, the same storyline, but with robots. But
Okay.
again, you can sell it to me with robots.
It's like the Predator if the Predator were a robot.
Or like a giant RoboCop 2 robot.
Yeah. What was that? What was the thing called?
I don't remember. It was like the one that had
Yeah, the
legs.
bipedal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the Ed 209? That's not it. Is that it?
It might be.
Google Ed 209. I want to know what that is. If it's not that. Yeah. Yeah. It looks cool. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
That's a good memory.
Such a weird name. I was like, that can't be it. No, that's it.
Almost looks like a Warhammer type
Yeah.
thing, even though I've never played Warhammer. I just see the stuff all the time. But again, on Netflix, I'll never see it. Never giving them a dime of my money, and I know it'll never come off of Netflix. But if it was on a streaming service
Like-
I could watch, I would like
You can
to see it.
You can come over to my house. We will perpetually have Netflix.
I'll come over and
I canceled Netflix, and because of their whole when they stopped making it so you could let's go ahead and pause this because I
Pause
do
for a
want to talk about this. Project Hail Mary.
and I think that was one of those trailers. It's like, we're going to show you the trailer to Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
That basically was that trailer.
But when Netflix did the thing where you couldn't share the passwords anymore, I was like, well, that's it. I'm going to cancel Netflix because I disagree with this decision.
Yeah.
And we were sharing our passwords with like 3 other people. All of them got Netflix after that. And I was like, oh, come on, people. And I told them, I said, I'm canceling Netflix. Here is why.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, okay, well, I'll just get it. I was like, oh, man.
Yeah.
And then we got something. Oh, I know what it was. We signed up for like a new contract with our phone, and it just came with Netflix.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, I guess we got Netflix now.
Yeah. I think if there's an option on a telephone purchase in the future, I'm gonna be like, can we just not have the Netflix? Can I have something else? You give me like a check for $25, and I'll just go buy like some dinner or something because
Right.
I don't want Netflix.
And that would be pretty good. You get a pizza every month.
Just a pizza once would be better than Netflix
Yep.
for me.
T-Mobile, listen up. Stop spending all your money on
Free streaming.
on celebrities for your commercials and give us pizza.
If the dude's over 40, 45-ish and looks like he likes to eat, just
Give him
him
a pizza. that would totally work on me.
Then they
Every
get-
month you get a free pizza.
Then they get like half the people in New York to take the vaccine by giving them like hamburgers and fries or
Something like that.
Yeah, it didn't work on me, but it would have to try a little harder. But,
All right, so this is Project Hail Mary.
yeah, and this was like
Now-
a little just teaser trailer. I guess they maybe put a full one out in the Super Bowl or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But this definitely looks like there's a lot of hope. Yeah, that's the next movie.
Yeah, I went forward too much. Oh yeah, it's short. Project Hail Mary.
This looks like this is kind of one of a couple movies they're sort of throwing their hopes into. This will be next year's or this year's big movie.
Yeah.
Like this and the Steven Spielberg thing with Emily Blunt. What's that called? With the
Disclosure
clicking
Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like those are-
Horrible name. Horrible. They're like, we want to be like Independence Day. No, it should have just been Disclosure.
Yeah. Like maybe those two are going to be like maybe your hopes for something that isn't a Marvel movie or a Disney remake live action thing of being a film that maybe somebody cares about this year.
Well, the premise for Project Hail Mary is essentially our son is dying and they got to kickstart it.
Yeah.
This has been the premise for other movies in the past.
Yeah. Except this is the movie Sunshine. But
Sunshine. I was trying to think of the title. Sunshine.
This is the movie
Great
Sunshine
film.
mixed with E.T. That is going
Oh, you
to
think
be.
there are aliens in it?
And Hail Mary?
Yeah.
Have you not seen the trailer?
The longer trailer. I don't think so.
Yeah, there's a little rock buddy
Oh, okay.
that's just E.T., but he's like made of rocks. So
Okay.
kind of, everybody's like, I want this movie to be so good. I'm like, I think it's going to be okay. I don't think it's going to be anything groundbreakingly new. It's
Did you ever see that Adam Sandler movie where he goes in space, kind of goes nuts, and befriends a space spider?
no, I did not.
It was interesting.
I started on Adam Sandler movies. I've seen a bunch. Which one is it? It's like Space Spider.
Yeah, he's
No, haven't seen that one.
and it's like telepathic. It talks to him, and like you're like, is he actually seeing this thing?
Not even seen a trailer for that one.
It's a weird movie.
This is
Oh, the final trailer. Okay.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
I think there's some stuff here. I don't know if they show the little dude or not.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Yeah. Like,
Huh.
looks like in the trailer, I don't think it's spoiling anything, it's all in the trailer, that he works out a way to communicate with this thing, and it's almost like it's a scientist from another planet. And it's, the two of them are working together to try to solve the save the Earth thing.
Okay.
So,
I was going to talk about this one, but I don't have a whole lot to say about it. It's Exit 8, and apparently,
this is a definite watch if it's something I can find to go see, because I love this kind of stuff.
well, apparently this is based off of a video game.
Really.
And when I heard that, I went and looked at it on Steam, and yeah, it looks like this Subway. I put it on my wish list.
This is almost like Iron Lung, where you're like in this little small world trying to sort of solve it all.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's showing like this. I don't know,
They're in a subway.
Japan
Yeah.
or Korea? Not sure. That's
Japan.
That's Japanese.
Yeah.
Pause that right there for a second.
Okay.
So it says like the first thing, if you find an anomaly, you cannot go back or something, or what did it say?
Let's go. Hang on a sec. We'll get back to it. It said Rule 1.
This is completely laid out just like the video game probably would be. I can imagine this
Yeah.
being a video game.
Do not overlook any anomalies. If you find an anomaly, turn back immediately. If you do not find any anomalies, do not turn back.
But you're just traveling through these same like subway halls and looking at. It looks like he's having to look at like the signs to see if they're pointing the right way, or if there's just all these little tiny detail stuff. And it's like that would be a really fun game to probably play. Not probably for a long time, but if you actually mixed in like jump scare horror and stuff with it, which it looks like this does.
Yeah.
I'm like I could probably play that one.
Well, when I was looking at it on Steam, it looked like it was just a few hours. Like it's not a long game. Oh wow. Okay. If you do not find any anomalies, do not turn back. All right. So if everything's normal, keep going.
keeps passing the same guy.
Same dude.
I guess he could be an anomaly too,
Yeah.
or something that he does could be an anomaly.
Rule 3 is hard. Do not overlook any anomalies. What if? How do you know it's an anomaly?
You gotta pay attention to your surroundings. He turns around,
Turn
that guy's
back.
like right behind him. A clever and unshakable nightmare.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
This is one of those things. I mean, we've talked about with manga and books and stuff before. Like, what should you play the game first?
I might.
I feel like the movie might be better if you know nothing about it.
I think I'd go into the movie blind, if possible. And one thing about Japanese, Korean movies both, they can scare you on levels that are way different than what we're kind of accustomed to.
Right.
They do some pretty creepy.
I am all for this. Looks
Calls
great.
before the next one there too. What was the thing that we came over? You came over here and played. It was part of. You were just in like a room, or like in a hallway, and you went up, and there were like stairs you could go up.
PT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had to like.
Yeah.
You were looking at paintings, and you were trying to. Wasn't there like a phone?
Yeah. What it was is each time you went through the hall, there was something you could do that would like activate the next part of the story.
And you'd keep recycling
And
back
you
through
would
the hall.
recycle through the hall. It kind of
Very
premise-wise.
That's
it
what
feels like
reminded
that.
me of that the first
Yeah.
time I saw it. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, PT was a playable teaser for a video game that never got made called Silent Hills.
Okay.
And you know Silent Hills.
Oh, yeah.
It was supposed to be like the revival of the Silent Hill franchise with Norman Reedus and Hideo Kojima, the guy who made Metal Gear Solid.
Oh wow.
And Konami and Hideo Kojima kind of like their relationship fell apart, and I think that's what happened. I think Guillermo del Toro was involved in it as well. Man,
Yeah.
I wish that game got made. I still have the PS4 that has that on that, and those are worth a lot of money.
I will save us before you play that one if you want to cheat and skip. This is Kokuo,
Okay.
and it's about like people that do kabuki theater in Japan.
Okay, yeah.
It's about a guy that does it, so I don't know. I saw the trailer and I was like, I'm not even sure what I'm looking at.
Oh, okay. That sounds like something you might enjoy.
I looked like I was a little bit afraid of just the one time I saw it. It was like one of those things like maybe a guy wanted to be a girl in kabuki theater.
okay.
I was like,
Yeah.
whatever. It's like stop trying to infect Japan with our garbage. It's like just skip that one.
So this is Undertone 1359 1 Mile Chapter 1 and 2? Is that what this is?
Yeah, I've
So
seen.
I thought we were going to watch anything Evangelion related. That
This
title
is-
sounds like an Evangelion.
This is
title.
not. It's
We're skipping that one too.
It's a fine skip. It's like a guy is out in the woods and people come after him and his daughter, and it's like a fight back against them. But then there's a second scenario, I think the second half of the movie, where like that doesn't happen and something else happens. And
The trailer looks like it's really long, so
yeah, I'm good on passing that one. Is this next one that you want to talk about as well?
we'll just go and watch it. We'll skip it later. It's fine.
You're contemplating whether or not I'm back on my meds, huh?
Did you watch the trailer?
I've seen this one, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
One of the things I didn't really recognize people in this other than the guy from American Pie. Mm-hmm. And I don't think he's in it yet. He's
Well, he plays himself.
okay.
Biggs, right? Jason Biggs.
Oh, okay.
I recognize the main character. I just don't know from what.
Yeah, I
It's-
don't
it-
know these dudes.
I'm like I know him.
I was a little bit
This
hung
is-
up watching the trailer, trying to figure out who he was, because like I don't think I've ever seen any of these people.
This is one of those films where I'm like, John dies at the end. Have you ever seen that? It's like the same genre, it feels like. Also, there was a movie with Adam Driver where he played like a cop and there were zombies, but then there were aliens.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I forget the title of it. Just light sci-fi, anything can happen kind of
I like
adventure film.
I like a good conspiracy theorist character in a movie,
Mm-hmm.
which this definitely has one.
Yeah. A little bit of Dude, Where's My Car? get that feeling from it because of the aliens and stuff.
What's best for humanity? Oh, leave that to us celebrities.
You want what's best for humanity? Please leave that to us celebrities. Yep.
They didn't demonstrate that to us anytime here recently, did they? They had 2 award shows and they spent like 3 hours each night just doing that over and over and over. Yeah, Paul's on that.
Yeah, and the other one, let's see, those like Hot Fuzz. Yeah.
This is what I
whatever
was-
genre that is.
Let's see if I can find. It's a Nicolas Cage movie. Did you see the one where supposed to be based on a real life dude, where he keeps going back to the Middle East and trying to get Osama bin Laden,
No,
like by himself.
that's great.
And he's like an old guy. I don't remember what his like occupation is, but he saw like 9/11 on the news and decided that he was going to do something about it. And he kept like flying over there, and he would get somebody to drive him around. He was actually in
You just looking for him?
in Afghanistan and Pakistan, like driving around, and he had like samurai swords, and that's what that movie reminded. What was it, that thing called?
Operation Taco Gary.
Operation Taco. I'm looking for it in this thing, and every time I try to find anything with Nicolas Cage, you have to get.
Oh,
into this.
he's done so much.
Done
That
so
sounds
much,
that
and
sounds fun.
They never show the one that you want to find either. I'll find it here at some
Okay.
point. But
So the next trailer while you're looking for that is Toe.
this is another one of those sort of one of your kind of movies that my wife would like, but this one actually looks good enough that I would probably watch it with her.
Mhm.
The true life story. I think the whole idea is like she sues. She gets into this big legal battle because some people towed her car.
Oh. You always like stories about when the little guy fights back. Recently saw someone suggest that Americans together have a class action lawsuit against the government. I'm like, sounds good to me.
Look at your $5 bill if you want to see who the target would be. I guess it's a little hard to sue him at this point.
Right.
He had an unfortunate theater trip that robbed us of that.
Should just sue the Federal Reserve. That's what we should do.
I think like a nonprofit actually helps this lady like sue, and then of course she gets run. They run into the power of people that do lawfare that are just basically like, we can just beat you in court by just outlasting you. We'll just make you spend all your money, and it's one of the most disgusting things about that entire system.
Yeah, I wish there was something they could do about it. Like, say that the amount of money spent has to be equal or something.
Yeah.
Maybe today the citizen does the right thing, even for someone like me.
I hadn't really seen her, Octavia. What's her last name? Was it Spencer? The one that
Sounds-
played like the
sounds
mom.
right.
She played like Ma, that horror movie where she like
Yeah.
started stalking the kids and stuff. That was actually pretty good. Army of One is the Nicolas Cage movie.
Okay.
2016 movie, and the guy's name was oh shoot.
Do you know if this Spaces of Death has anything to do with the films from the 80s? 70s and 80s?
It's referencing them.
Okay. It's like based on those films.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be another Faces of Death that's trying to actually show you this. Most of the footage in the old Faces of Death stuff was staged. They tried to sell it like it was real. This is just called Faces of Death.
I'm thinking maybe it's like a VHS series, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, have you ever seen the VHS series?
It could be easily with AI and all the stuff that you can do
Yeah.
now. You can make all sorts of videos that just look like whatever. On that front, though, did you ever see?
I'm
any
not
of
going to
those?
the theater to watch that.
Pause on that one. Did you see any of the old ones?
The Faces of Death?
Yeah.
No. I
We went
was
to-
I was too young at the time when they were like kind of making the rounds.
We were driving in high school, so we were able to.
Yeah,
go
I was
to
like in
it.
middle school when they were making the
We
rounds.
went to go do maybe like 4 in the theater, And they actually gave you a certificate if you stayed for the whole thing. Like when you left it, they gave you one.
Wait, it was in the theater?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
It was a midnight show in Salem. Like it didn't start till midnight.
See, from my perspective, it was one of those things where like you had to know a guy who had the copy of the tape, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was probably more like a Blair Witch thing, where they.
In Salem Valley 8, where they had full-size theaters, it was probably 2/3 full at midnight because it was still enough of an event that it drew people there.
Interesting.
I don't think that was a later one. It wasn't the one with the little monkey and the table. I think that was one of the first ones.
That's like the one thing I heard about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was the same thing. There was some people that were eating live animals and stuff like that. And
I wonder if you watch them today with like the knowledge of like CG and special effects. Not even CG, special effects, and you know what they're capable of.
Just seeing so much stuff at this point. The stuff that seemed gross to you back then.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
At this point, you're just so desensitized to it. You're just like, yeah, okay. So I don't know if they can make a new one that would be anything that's without it having to be a narrative. About some people that do some sort of faces of death type thing, like you said. Like
I could see that.
Like the VHS thing, where it was an anthology of stories.
Mm-hmm.
This is Homecoming.
Homecoming Tokyo series.
I'm good to skip it.
Skip.
Japanese baseball is a cool thing, but it's not really a movie experience. I don't think it's a.
And we don't really need to even watch this. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Secret of the Ooze 35th anniversary.
Yeah.
I will try to go see this, but like I wanted to go see when the Ninja Turtles, the original film, was in the theater. I didn't get to see it.
Is this the second one?
Yeah, this is the second one.
Second one.
I'll try to go see it, but that's it. But just purely out of nostalgia.
We talked about it before. That if every theater would just have like, if you're a 16 bay theater or a 10 or a 12 or whatever, you had 2 rooms devoted to just showing re-releases of stuff and did it at a discounted rate, you would easily double your theater attendance.
I really think they should do like a voting thing. Just put up a little booth.
Yeah.
And have like here's the 4 films.
A little kiosk right there. What do you want to see?
Yep.
What do you want to see for the month of April?
Yeah.
And
here's what we have. What do you want? What do you want us to put up? Because, like, I think I told you before, like the last straw that made me get rid of my Regal Unlimited, because Regal the Unlimited Pass doesn't cover Fathom events.
Yeah.
And all of these old films, the anniversary films coming back, they're all Fathom events.
they need to stop all of that.
Yeah, none of that is covered. And I went in to watch The Fifth Element, because I did see The Fifth Element in the theater, and I was like, I would love to see this in the theater. It's a beautiful film. And I walked in, and I was like, here's my Regal Unlimited. And they was like, oh, it's not covered. And I threw a little mental hissy fit. I didn't like fuss at the person.
Yeah.
I just said, all right, never mind. And I walked out.
Yeah.
I wish I hadn't. I wish I would have just paid and watched it, because I'd love to see it again the next time it comes in theaters, because I'm sure there'll be another,
every
30th, 35th, whatever, every 5 years.
5 to 10 years, you get another chance.
So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, Secret of the Ooze, that's... the Secret of the Ooze, I was young enough to like it because it was like the cartoon. Because I remember when it came out, a lot of like older kids didn't like it because it was too much like the cartoon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have pretty hardcore nostalgia for that film.
So thoughts going forward on the Rotten Tomatoes thing. Maybe we'll run through them one time, preview them ahead of time, and see which ones are just stuff we don't care about, and just have some pre-skips, because especially that week 5 was full of like
They're like, what is this?
these are like independent like IFC movies, and like I'm not going to see any of these. And
Well,
interesting stuff on that second one. There's actually multiple ones on that second list that War Machine, Project Hail Mary,
Exit 8.
That Exit 8, definitely.
Operation Taco Gary, not in the theater, but I do want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Ready or Not 2, we'll talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's on your list. I saw that one too. I've watched a bunch of trailers here recently, so there's kind of hard to find some that I haven't seen. But
Right.
Well,
now,
what's the name of it again?
Now that we know we can embed trailers into, because we didn't figure this out until right before we started. I was like, well, can we just put the video in the PowerPoint? I know you can put videos in PowerPoints, but can you put a YouTube video? Yes, you can. Obviously, that's great.
Yeah, we
But
can,
we
pick,
could
we can
just-
pick and choose a little bit more.
Yeah, actually just put the trailer that we want in there.
Yeah.
Man, we could have done that with the. We'll do that next time.
Yeah.
But the first one we're going to talk about was the one you brought, but if you didn't bring it, I would have brought it.
Yeah.
I have not been. It's Ghost in the Shell for our audio listeners. It's a series coming out,
Yes.
and it's a whole new animated style. I have not been excited for something as excited as I am for this in a long time.
Yeah. Coming out in Japan in July of this year.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know exactly when for us, if we'll get a simultaneous release, if
It'll-
we get a later.
It'll probably be simultaneous because that's kind of where their bread and butter is anymore. Because if they don't do simultaneous releases, they run the risk of piracy.
And honestly, the way that the anime has gone here recently, if they come back with here's 3 episodes that we're going to release in the U.S. as a movie, I'm there.
Yeah,
Because for not Devil Man,
Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer,
Dan
Dan
Dan.
Dan, they all had theater releases, and they still were
And I
3
really
of the
did.
best, probably 6 movies I saw all last year.
I really did try to go see. What's that? Not the Edge of Tomorrow. Live, Die, Repeat. What's it called?
All You Need Is Kill.
All You Need Is Kill. Thank you.
All You Need Is Kill.
I really did try to go see All You Need Is Kill in the theater. I was like, okay, well let's go see it. And I don't know what I was looking at before, but it wasn't playing anywhere local.
It got released in the 1-2 week period of when we were really, really busy with our business, and it was just like I just can't. I can't do it this week. I'd love to be able to do it week after this, and it didn't stay long enough. So,
I definitely want to see that. Hopefully, it'll come out.
Ghost in the
streaming
Shell
soon.
is Silent Saru. I think we mentioned that here
Mhm.
before.
Yep.
Even I think it says it on the poster.
Yeah.
For if you're not familiar or haven't seen some of our earlier episodes, they did Dan to Dan. They did Japan Sinks, Devilman Crybaby. We haven't done Devilman Crybaby yet. That will be an episode here at some point. This is going to be based on the 1989 through 91 manga.
Okay.
So the original stuff, and that's the same stuff that the original movie was based on, with the Puppet Master from the first movie and the
Yeah.
live action movie. Kind of came back and revisited that again. I don't know anything about the manga, so I don't know what else there is to explore, or if it's just going to be a deeper dive into that world, and it's still going to be a bad guy Puppet Master kind of thing. Because that even carries on into the second movie, doesn't it? The Ghost in the Shell 2,
Mhm.
in a
Yeah.
sense, like where he's still in contact with Major Kusanagi. Am I saying that right?
Yep.
So all of the Ghost in the Shell property.
She's kind of exploring herself.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember. I've only seen that second one maybe once or twice. I'm not as familiar with that as I am the first one. But
I've still never seen all the standalone complexes.
I've watched it all the way through, never all like in one kind of couple weeks sitting. It's always been an episode here, episode there.
When,
I've gone back and watched a lot of them, and really it is very accurate in being called the standalone complex, because it really are.
the standalone.
There is a running storyline behind it with
Yeah.
the smiling man.
Mhm.
Is that right?
Sounds right.
Where they are sort of hunting this guy that's behind a lot of these crimes and things that happen. But there are a lot of things that are unrelated. It's almost like X-Files. It's sort of like they'll go to investigate the monster in the lake in Scotland in one episode, and then an alien thing, and then they come back into the smoking man and all the behind-the-scenes kind of ongoing story in the X-Files. Of Ghost in the Shell standalone complex was a lot like that. One of my favorite anime series. It's one of those things that you can throw in, or I think it's even on Adult Swim has an app, and all the stuff that's on Adult Swim that they won't let you watch, they have all of Ghost in the Shell standalone unlocked on there, so you can just go pick any episode that you want and watch it.
Okay.
There are some really really cool rewatchable episodes in those.
I may be wrong because it says that as of early February, the specific English dub voice cast has not been officially announced.
Yeah,
So it may not be
they might be working on a theater thing.
released.
So,
Yeah.
and if so, I support that 100%. I'll give them my money before most of the stuff that we just watched, before I give them any of mine.
When does it come out for Japan anyway?
In July.
July.
I didn't see an individual date. This is in July.
Just thinking if we want to make our June Ghost in the Shell, we have time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down for
We'll
that.
talk about
completely.
that. Yeah.
There's a lot of other properties. I never bought them because when we had Netflix, I would go back and watch them there. They had those sort of the prequels.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what they're called, but they're about Major when she's young, and then like how she ends up joining. There were 2 or 3 of them, little short movies. But I think Netflix, I don't know if they still have. They might have produced them. So if so, that means they probably have the rights to them, and they're probably
Right.
Again, I think I mentioned them with like Evangelion.
Arise? Is that what you're talking
Yes.
about? Yeah.
I mentioned that with Evangelion, where we'd go into like Best Buy, and if I saw a copy of it, I'd like just pick it up because I was already of the mindset. It's like if we don't get this now, I'll probably never find it again. And those things used to be in Best Buy too, and it really, really disappointed that I never went back and got those because I'm sure now, especially if they got locked up by Netflix, those old copies are I don't even want to look up and see what they are. So many of those old anime properties. You'll think, oh, I can go back and get that. It'll be like $30 or $40, and you go and they're like, oh, there's $250.
Yeah. There's a particular, I always have to look it up. There's a particular anime with like this mech that's like a sphere that just it just looks interesting to me. I love to watch it. It's a film, but you can't buy it. It's too expensive.
Yeah.
You can't buy it new. You have to buy it used.
The show that I've probably rewatched the most, as far as long running series, has been I can't say Dan to Dan. Durara. I love Durara. I watched it through with my kids. Watched it by myself. I think I watched it separately with both kids. I think it right now is trapped on. I think some of it's on Hulu. I'm not sure if you can even see it anywhere else. I found a copy of that somewhere, and I was like, "What are y'all asking for this?" And it was like $450. And I was like, no.
That's crazy.
But it had been out of print for years, and that's why it was so expensive.
Well, it looks like you can get it on Amazon. Arise on Amazon.
Yeah.
For not terribly expensive.
Well, we have a show coming up. If we make money,
Yeah.
I might do that when I get back.
Yeah.
Those aren't the best of them, but I just like.
There was a period of time.
I don't like not having parts of properties that I really like.
In the early aughts. I know Rise was one of them. Berserk did something too, where I just got completely turned off because they were doing CG for anime. And it was like they were trying to make it look like it was animated, but it was they weren't. The CG wasn't good enough, so it just looks, in my opinion, it looks terrible.
Yeah.
And it just turns me off.
It's the studio that did Knights of Sidonia, that I think is a Netflix owned thing.
Oh, that's why.
Did
Okay.
that. That's maybe speaks to the strength of Knights of Sidonia. How good that is that it has that annoying CG anime style, and I still love it because I get really trapped into or pulled into that story.
This is Expelled from Paradise is the movie that I'd like to see because they've announced they're making something else of it. They're like making more. And I'd like to see it, but see like this big mech like rolls up into a ball. Yeah.
That's not the Planet Gargantua thing. That's a different one, right?
Planet Gargantua.
I don't know if that's the right name.
Planet Gargantua anime. Oh,
That's
okay.
different.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's different.
That's what I was thinking of when you first said that.
Dude.
That's a really good
That
series.
that just unlocked a memory. I've seen like 2 episodes of this.
It's really
and I
good.
really enjoyed it.
It
Yeah.
is really good.
I need to watch the rest of that.
Yeah. Let me get back to I don't think I had anything else on the.
Gargantia, I guess.
It's one of those things. If I can remember half that name, I just make up the rest of it. I'm like Gargantua.
Yeah, that's
Gargantina on the Verdurous planet.
yep.
Verdurous.
On the Verdurous planet.
I'm like whatever, man.
Verdurous.
Planet of the Gargantians.
Yep.
The
I bet I watched it on Crunchyroll when or maybe Funimation, because at one point they had, I think Crunchyroll even got rid of this, where you have like a free tier and you can watch like the first 2 episodes or 3 episodes, and then they want you to be subscribed. I think that's where I saw
It's
that.
almost like a little mix of like Waterworld with like a mech anime.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I like it. That I don't remember it 100% of it.
I remember the animation being fantastic.
It was good.
That's what I like, and really bright. That's one thing that I really like post-apocalyptic, because it was like a post-apocalyptic kind of thing. Post-apocalyptic with like bright, vibrant colors. I love.
I think this Ghost in the Shell series is being directed by a guy that did. He did some of the episodes of Dan to Dan. I guess they had different directors for different episodes.
Okay.
Touma Kimura. They call
Well, it's
him
the same
Moko
studio,
Chan.
so yeah.
So, but the anime is, they really look like they're really focused on making it look like the old 89, 90 style. But if you've seen the trailer of it,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
it's very crisp, very, very new animation of it. And it's, I'm like you. I'm looking very much forward to July getting here and finding a way to just track that down wherever it ends up.
So we're probably gonna take our veto power to say it will on June. We'll talk about Ghost in the Shell as a series.
Yeah,
In preparation.
yeah. We draw out of our little gachapon thing sometimes, so we can we made an audible for Christmas.
Yeah.
So we can do one for something that's coming up that we know we're gonna really like.
All right. The next film is Ready or Not, Here I Come. Now you've seen the original, right?
No,
Okay. Highly recommend the
that's
original.
the one in the mansion.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was essentially they're like,
I did
well,
not even put that those two were related because I hadn't seen
Oh.
the first one.
right.
I just saw
Yeah.
this and thought it was like, is it The Hunt?
The Hunt. Yeah. I saw The Hunt, and I absolutely loved it. I would put it like in the genre of like, I don't even know what genre you would call it. I don't want to call it a hunt genre, but it's Hunger Games kind of genre where it's just a bunch of people and they're having to survive a survival horror, I guess you would call it, a survival horror action film. But in that genre, The Hunt is one of the best films, I think. It's fantastic. And after I saw that, I saw the trailer for Ready or Not. I was like, yes, please, thank you. This looks great. And it is a very fun film.
Of all the series that I've watched that are not really my thing that I enjoyed was the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, and I think that really is just because I was a wrestling kid.
The main one of the main actresses in the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling played in The Hunt.
Betty Gilpin.
I watched Glow, and I recognized the actress, and I was like, well, she was good in that, so let's go see what she does here.
Yeah, and it's really, she hasn't done much else that I've seen other than that Hunt movie.
Yeah.
But I was the same way. I watched The Hunt because she was in it. And she was in the Tomorrow War too, but she really wasn't.
Okay.
She wasn't like a prominent figure in that. She was just in it. Really awesome actress. I'm surprised she doesn't do more, but maybe she just has enough money that she's good.
Well, the basic premise is it's almost like an Illuminati situation, because she marries into this family. I'm going to spoil the first one a little bit, just like the premise of it. I'm spoiling.
Yeah.
She marries into this family, and they play a board game at like whenever anybody gets married, and she has to choose what the board game is, and it could be like Parcheesi or whatever, but it was hide and seek, and this is like the one choice where she could actually die. Like everything else, it would have just been a regular little board game, and she would have been part of the family, and life would have gone on.
Could have been Uno, but
Yeah, could have been Uno, but nope.
Sorry, we have to hunt you.
And clearly she survives, and the premise of Ready or Not, Here I Come is the larger group that family was a part of is seeking retribution, essentially.
Okay.
And the main actress is Samara Weaving. Let's see what else she's in.
I know that name without.
I saw a meme the other day that was like, it showed her, Margot Robbie, Jamie Presley, and like a couple of other women, and they were just saying they all look exactly alike. I'm like, yeah, they do. They look very much alike. Let's see, three billboards outside of somewhere.
Oh, the
Bill and Ted Face the Music.
she's in 3 billboards.
outside of Ebbing, Missouri.
Yeah, that's a really good movie. That's like, I don't know if that's a Coen Brothers movie or if it's just a.
She was in Scream 6. A movie called Azrael.
I've seen that one.
Is it about an angel or a demon?
It's it's a horror movie about
Azrael?
like a post-apocalyptic thing where.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a.
Okay. A movie called Eenie Meenie. Sounds like it would just be a
I
premise.
think I've seen her name in so many of these things that like I saw these movies come up and that's where I've seen her. I've seen her in Bill and Ted Face the Music.
She has been busy.
Oh, she's in Mayhem. Okay, the Stephen Young thing.
Oh, Guns Akimbo.
Yeah.
was
Have you seen this?
Mayhem. No.
The guy from Walking Dead,
Yeah.
where they're in an office and it's just like a survival movie in an office.
She was in Ash versus Evil Dead. 3 episodes.
Okay, so I've seen her a lot and never really
Yeah.
separated her out as somebody that I remember. But
Well, she's getting a lot of work, so I'm sure we'll see more of her. The one thing in the trailer for Ready or Not Here I Come, the thing that really struck me is they have her do like her scream. And you know, the whole Scream Queen thing they have. I'm going to see this. I might even go to the theater to see it because I enjoyed the first one so much.
Yeah.
I did not feel like it was something that needs to be a franchise. I feel like it seems a little try-hard because the whole premise was like she survived against the odds. Okay, but now she's done it once and she's just going to survive again. So now it's more like, okay, well, now she's a seasoned survivalist. I don't know. I'm sure it'll be just as fun as the first one.
it's like the trailer we watched with the I can't even remember the name of it now. The ones where the people are wearing
The Strangers.
masks. The Strangers.
Yeah. But
like-
you don't need another one.
There's some premises that just you don't have to follow it up with something. It's like just
But it looks like just a couple of the people, or just 2 of them, I'll say. Elijah Wood and Sarah Michelle Gellar's in this. So it's because of the success of the first one, it has brought in some notable talent.
yeah.
So it's definitely it's a sequel in every way you can think of. It's a sequel.
It's kind of like I haven't seen it yet, but like Sisu 2. It's like
Mm-hmm.
you don't go to Sisu 2 to look for there to be a big change in the storyline.
Right, yeah.
You just look to see him fighting more
Yeah.
commies and blowing stuff up. And that's kind of she's just going to be more slasher violence
Yep.
and lots of bleeding and screaming and
Wonder if there's a third one. I wonder what it's going to be called.
this is a trailer. We didn't really watch all the way through the trailer here.
No, we didn't.
Where there's something blows up and they're like sitting there and she's got like stuff sticking
Yeah.
in her arm. Yeah.
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 Like her sister's in it as well. Like that's like the twist is they're like, hey, we're gonna kill you, and she's like, I don't care, and she's like, well, okay, we're gonna kill your sister, and she's like, okay, I'll play.
Yeah.
That's the premise that was set up in the trailer. I'm looking forward to it.
I'll watch the first one, and if I enjoy the first one, that's the kind of movie I'll definitely see the second one. But
I think I own the first one. You have to check my Fandango.
it might be on that, or it might be on a service that I've still got access to.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
I'll look.
All right, the next one, Masters of the Universe.
I threw this one on because
Yeah.
it's just hard to ignore.
Yeah.
So
So
it doesn't go into the I'm looking forward to it thing. It's kind of more of a why can't you do this so that I could look forward to it kind of thing.
I am absolutely looking forward to this. Before Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I was into He-Man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
when I was a child,
Yeah, you were the age.
I was at the age where I walked into Kmart, did not know that there was a He-Man franchise or anything, to a brand new display of it, and it was like, what is this?
Yeah.
And it's like, Mom, Dad, can I get one?
A barbarian and a skeleton man with a tiger?
And there were, 8 different guys there, and I'm like, the first one I got was Merman, because I was like, this guy's awesome. His sword has teeth on it. And then I got it and got it home, and it's like, it has a comic book inside. I was like, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened, like in my 6-year-old, 7-year-old life. And, so I mean, I love the series. Again, in my 2-channel home, I had to go to my grandparents that had Fox so I could see the cartoon. And whenever I was somewhere I could watch the cartoon, I loved the old He-Man cartoon. This is directed by Travis Knight, who's done a lot of kid stuff. He's done like Paranorman, Box Trolls, Missing Link, Bumblebee.
All right, so he has a cartoon eye.
He's used to making kids movies.
Bumblebee was good. I thought Bumblebee was
Bumblebee's the only one of the
competent film.
Transformer movies that I can go back and watch because the rest of them are just so ridiculous that I'm like, it's 10 minutes into any of the other Transformer movies and I'm asleep. I'm just like, I don't even know is this number 3, number 2? It doesn't matter.
There was an era, I would say, late 2010s, mid 2000s to mid 2010s, where they were making these really epic films that were really successful. And there are 2 franchises I'm thinking of, specifically Transformers and Pirates of the Caribbean, that I've watched a few of the films, but I all I can think of when I think back on them is they were just needlessly long.
Yeah.
I would just, as I was watching, I kept feeling like, come on, get on with it.
Yeah. One of the movies, we actually owned this. Kids loved it. We loved it too, that he did. It was Kubo and the Two Strings.
Okay.
And when I looked up He-Man, this was the way our internet is nowadays, that people are so just intolerable, that all these articles were popping up about him and how he's the director of the racist Kubo and the Two Strings movie. I was like, what? How was that racist? I went and looked, and it's like he got attacked then and afterwards because all the voice actors were white, and they were doing all these like derogatory Japanese things, and it's like, guys, that's called folklore. It's Japanese folklore. Watch the freaking movie. It's like they weren't making fun of the Japanese. They were taking Japanese folklore stuff and working it into a movie with different demons and different gods that the kid with that he fought with his guitar, or it wasn't even a guitar. I forget what the instrument was called. But it's a really good.
Yeah, I see it's Charlize Theron, some guy named Art Parkinson, Matthew McConaughey. Yeah.
It's like, who cares?
See,
it's a kids movie. It's like, and all these things were like
Ralph Fiennes is in it.
Yeah. All these things were talking about him and his whiteness, and I'm like, I was like, man, just shut up. It's like, just go away. And I wonder how they're going to attack this movie because of that. Once these people lock on to stuff like this, they just cannot ever let it go. And I almost kind of wonder when you get into looking at the way this movie has been cast, if this is him trying to get right with those people, because this is. Have you looked at the cast of He-Man?
I mean, I just know Jared Leto's in it.
Jared Leto might be the most accurate casting of the whole thing.
Well,
so Idris Elba.
Alison Brie is in it. She's the evil queen.
She's evil in.
Yeah.
Idris Elba is Man-at-Arms.
I'm not mad at that. I'm just not. I think it's a fine casting.
Tila is Camila Mendez.
Okay.
Tila is Man-at-Arms' daughter. That's why he's a red-haired dude with a mustache, and that's why she's a red-haired character.
Yeah.
So now we have Idris Elba, who is a great actor.
You're talking about the ginger side. We're like all the ginger characters when they get translated in some way gets
they got to get rid of the white.
It's race swapped.
He could have been 18 different characters in this, Idris Elba, and he would have been awesome in any of them. And it's why did you pick the white guy with red hair and the big red, Tom Selleck mustache?
Yeah.
And the father of Tila, which that doesn't even make sense that he must have encountered a mom somewhere.
Yeah.
So he could have Mendez, who, again, Tila. People apparently hate Tila because that thing they did on TV, they turned her into like this big, like muscular lesbian, that Kevin Smith thing. It's like, just let her be Tila, guys. The Ram Man is Zhang Zhuzhang. Do you remember the Ram Man character at all?
Let me look him up.
He's a big, just...
Oh, yeah.
He's like the big, white, dumb jock guy.
He's Juggernaut.
And they made him, he's I don't even know what that is, Chinese, Korean, something. And then, of course, you've already mentioned Jared Leto is in there, so I guess we'll have to see if this movie can survive the Jared Leto curse of...
who is it that plays Adam? Like
Nicholas Galitzine.
Yeah. See, I thought I remembered when they first announced it. I remember some people being upset with his casting, but then
how many of the toys did you have? Did you have Mr. Roboto or the Roboto?
with the
gears.
like flipped in his chest.
Yeah, like when you moved
Yeah.
him, like the gears were
Yeah.
connected and they moved, and he could switch to like the little weapons on his arm. That's Kristen Wiig in this.
Okay.
And you kind of get to a point. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, what? How hard is it?
Oh
to just,
yeah, I remember that guy. Okay, yeah.
I love that.
That's Kristen Wiig.
Because when you turned him too, it also made the jaw move up and down.
Yeah.
It's all connected with gears. It was like this little. That's Kristen Wiig.
Do they have a picture of her?
I don't guess they figured out how to make her into it yet. I don't know.
Is she going to be transparent?
She's just going to be voicing.
Come
whatever.
on.
She's gonna be
It's a
voicing.
CG.
It'll be a
Okay.
CG thing.
I'm-
The premise of this thing
Okay.
is that
a lot of people are upset about the
they
fact
hid
that it's
He-Man
like
away, and he became like an office worker.
Yeah.
And then he finds his sword in a hobby store, and I'm like, how hard is it to just stay in the world of
Yeah.
the show? I mean,
apparently
it just aggravates me to death.
the statue where the sword is at in the hobby store is based off of the original design of He-Man. It's a cool little.
Has anybody ever
Easter
seen
egg.
like the Dark Crystal or Willow or Krull, where like they have these cool movies that happen in this world that we don't have to explain? It's like you can have a little opening narration that's like, in this world, these bad guys, these are the good guys.
They know they can do that. I mean, Star Wars. Come on,
Why can't you just
Buck
do that?
Rogers. They know
The world of He-Man is there. Why you don't have to do all this other crap? Just let it open it with a narration and say the sword of power and the split, and Skeletor has half. These guys have half.
What do they call an isekai? Is that what they're called in anime? Where like
The two.
yeah, where someone from our world gets thrown into another world.
Yeah,
Interestingly enough, my first exposure to that kind of story was the computer video game series Ultima, because that's like the whole premise. It's like you play a person from our world that goes into the fantasy world, and you're the avatar.
I'm gonna go out on a limb now and say that the Dolph Lundgren movie is gonna be better than.
Yeah.
It's gonna be better than whatever this turns out.
See,
to
I
be.
remember the Dolph Lundgren movie fondly. I haven't seen it since like '88 probably, but
What broke me on the Dolph Lundgren thing is like, instead of having Orko, and again I guess there's no Orko in this one either.
you get that little elf dude.
Nobody's figured out how to do Orko. They made they made up a character that was like a troll
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And it was 8 times more annoying than Orko would have been if you just made Orko. And this isn't on my desserts as a man. I'm looking forward to this. It's just kind of more of a, why can't you ever just? There's a picture of him. Is he actually going to be in it?
No, it's probably AI.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't understand again. I do understand probably if you look the background of Travis Knight, and that he's been attacked already and worn out by these people over a cartoon and all these race baiters and these racial idolatry people that just everything that comes out of their mouth is something about racism. Then I guess he's given into them, and he's just going to make a movie with.
Well, you got to one of the things you got to consider this is with the Ghost in the Shell film, with Scarlett Johansson. There was a lot of people who complained about her casting because she was a white woman cast as Motoko Kusanagi, and in order to get that film made, they needed a big name attached to it. And at the time, and I mean, really, now there's two names you could probably attach to a big film like that to try to get money for it to get it made is Scarlett Johansson still,
Yeah.
and Zoe Saldana. Like they're the biggest female names in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So they needed a name attached to it to get funding, and that was her. So like this sort of thing, in order to get funding for it, they needed to. There's probably the checklist. We all know Hollywood has their checklist. The Oscars had their checklist, where in order to even be considered for an Oscar, you have to meet these criteria. I'm sure that's similar to just getting things made.
Idris Elba could be Beastman, but I guess are they so wrapped up in that they're like, we can't have a black person be a beast.
He would have been an awesome Beastman.
He'd be an amazing Beastman. I mean, come on. And this guy, the Zhang guy that's going to play Ram Man, he could be Triclops. I mean, it's just mind blowing. I don't think there's even a Beast Man in the cast that I see. There's a Goat Man. I don't remember a Goat Man in He-Man. Do you?
Who was the green mossy dude?
He was Moss Man.
See, I don't remember. I remember the toys. I don't.
I have
and the
I
cartoon.
have the
I don't
toy
remember
because
all the toys.
it was a recasting of Beastman, and they just glued
Oh, okay. See, that's why I was when you said Beastman, I thought
exact same
Mothman.
face. They made him
Yeah.
with a green face, and then they put this like itchy green stuff. They just
I
glued it to
loved
him.
that. I loved that character.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, he would have done. He could have been a really good Mossman.
yeah. Any of these things could be better. It's like I don't get it. I don't. I'm not gonna spend a dime on that one. I'm sorry. When you the toys that I had in order, I can remember this because I didn't get to have a lot of toys when I was a kid. It's like I got Merman first, and then I got Man at Arms because he had all the armor and cool stuff, pieces you could put on and all that. Actually, that toy did not have a mustache. He got a mustache in the cartoon. The toy did not.
Gotcha.
Then I finally figured out after the comics that like He-Man was the main guy, and I'm like, well, I've got to go back and get a He-Man. So a couple months later, I got a He-Man, and I think by then we're back around to Christmas, and I got Skeletor. I never had Beastman because again, my parents were like, we're not getting you all this stuff. It's like you pick the one that you like, and we'll get you one of those. And I picked up some. I think the next dude that I got was actually, I think he's actually cast in this, the Fisto. He's supposed to be. Do you remember that dude that had the spring-loaded arm?
I got to look these characters up.
He had a,
Okay, yeah.
He had a giant
Yeah.
steel hand, and like the character was spring-loaded, so you pulled it back, and you literally, I could walk up to
King.
you and do it, and you'd be like, ow, because it was a good spring when that toy came out. And he's actually, I think in the whole lore of it, he's Man-at-Arms' brother,
Okay.
which is why he has red hair and a big stash.
Is Fisto in the film?
He is in there. He is Johann's Hakor something. So actually cast a white guy for that, but they'll probably kill him.
That's weird.
Or he'll be a bad guy or something.
Okay.
He'll be on stolen land or something. Who knows?
Is he a ginger?
No, there's not a
Are there any gingers in this film?
Kristen Wiig. Maybe what would she be naturally?
But she's a voice for a robot.
She's a voice for a robot. I don't even understand how she gets pulled into that project with all the different stuff that she's done. I'm like, maybe she was into it when she was a kid or something. I don't know, but
You never know where the friendships and the relationships, how they all tie together in these things.
speaking of like glow and stuff
Honestly,
like that,
kind of surprised this isn't a Seth Rogen film.
there was a series of wrestling toys that were the same scale as He-Man.
Okay.
So like I had the Baron. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what his name was. The guy that did the claw on everybody, and Ric Flair and a couple other guys, and got a wrestling ring that was like, 2 feet by 2 feet, so it was scaled to them.
I remember the commercials for those.
And I already had the He-Man guy, so like all of that stuff got mixed into like I had this giant like wrestling league with all these He-Man characters and like Ric Flair and a couple other actual real wrestlers and stuff. This is back when kids had imaginations and played with stuff. But I remember the Fisto guy because he was always like, he was the guy that would come in and just like knock everybody out. He had, just for whatever reason, I don't even know what the lore is of why he has a fist. It's like the size of a football helmet. But
I don't know. A lot of times in the 80s, they would make the toy and then make the lore after the toy.
yeah,
They're like, here's a cool toy that we can sell to kids. Kids would love this.
Yep.
All right, how does it fit into the world? I don't know. I think it looks good. I'm going to give it a shot.
yeah. Well, you let me know how that goes.
Well, I'm no stranger to not watching a property or not watching the new version of a property you love. Like the whole Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff with I don't know, Mutant Mayhem or whatever it's called, the stuff that Seth Rogen's been doing. When that was announced, I was like, this is for kids. I'm not interested in this. This is not for me. And that's fine that it's not for me.
I'm trying to figure out who is on a mission to make me hate Idris Elba. I really like him.
Yeah.
Pacific Rim is one of my top 100 movies easily.
Did you ever see Hobbs and Shaw?
No.
That was a lot of fun.
I
That was a lot of fun. I'm not a Fast and the Furious
I think
fan.
it's the only one of those
Hobbs
I
and
haven't
Shaw was
seen,
fun.
honestly.
Yeah.
But like casting him as the gunslinger and now casting him as one of the first toys I owned as a child, I'm like, why are y'all doing this, man? It's like, you just want me to like, you trying to make me not like people? I mean, come on. And Jared Leto is, I guess anybody could be Skeletor because it's going to be CGI.
Yeah.
Get
I
better.
did see a headline. I didn't read the article, but I saw a headline that was like talking about how like Skeletor is going to be like the epitome of toxic masculinity, and I'm like,
then pick somebody that has a voice that's not Jared Leto's.
I'm like if they do it right or wrong depending on your perspective, the Skeletor character is going to come away beloved like Ken was beloved in the Barbie movie.
The fact that somebody is putting the words toxic masculinity into a movie about He-Man just reinforces the fact that this is probably going to be a disaster that I don't want to see.
Did you see the trailer where Adam is at his desk and it has a...
Yeah.
That amused me. Just because...
If it was mocking those people,
him,
if it was mocking them, that'd be great.
But it was making fun of the fact that his name is He-Man.
Again, you could just have that happen in that world, and then we wouldn't have to have him sitting at a desk with a name where you make all these stupid... What's the guy's name? Takahiti, whatever his name is, from the Marvel stuff.
Yeah. The guy who did the Thor Love and Thunder?
Yeah. That has convinced everybody in Hollywood that everything has to be sarcastic humor. Mm-hmm. He's ruined all of these films. And apparently it just hasn't cycled out yet. That you can't make a movie unless it's like... Let's show how witty we are and how funny we are. Let's make Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's the Guardians of the Galaxy. That's the issue.
Yeah, it's just
everything's Guardians of the Galaxy. That is one of the. I remember seeing that when the first trailer came out and they like showed the characters. They were like, "This is the same cast of characters you see everywhere." But it is true that there are archetypes. You know, you have the warrior, you have the ranger, you have the rogue, you have the wizard. I mean, that's in most adventure films.
If you want to make this movie for the people that grew up on it that are 50 years old now.
It should have been like Lord of the Rings.
Make it like Conan.
Yeah.
Make it bloody.
Well, where's Conan? Oh, did you ever see the Conan cartoon like in the 90s? You were a little old for that.
Channel 7, Channel 10. So if it wasn't on there,
I was babysat like the place I went after school while my parents were still working. They would put it on for me. It was fun.
Make an adult version of this thing.
Have that's what I'm saying. If it was
Mortal Kombat and people's souls out of them and stuff like that, I'd be like, wow, okay, you got me. I'll watch this. But
I felt like from the trailer, I felt like they take it seriously enough. It seems like they're playing it straight. It's not just. It doesn't seem to be all just jokes. After they get into the actual world, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see if they can go 2 minutes without a. Aha! Look how funny I am.
Okay. So have you seen the trailer for Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die?
Mm-hmm. I have not. I didn't kind of go back and look at that coming into this. I think that was. You might have swapped that one in.
Yes, I did. Exit 8 was my other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had watched Exit 8 right before we did this.
Yeah.
It's been a couple weeks since I've seen that, but yeah.
I saw this trailer. It kind of passed right by me. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Then, like 2 days ago, I found out Sam Rockwell's in it. That's why I swapped it out.
Yeah.
I would watch him like pave driveways. I mean, he is a fantastic actor. I love everything he does.
We watched Moon the other night because it's on TV.
Moon. Was it the first time you ever saw it?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, yeah. I wish I could go back and watch Moon for the first time. Yeah. Fantastic film.
Great movie, and it really is. Like you said, if that was him, maybe Robert Downey Jr., maybe 15 years ago, like Jim Carrey or somebody, maybe could play that role. Anybody else that you put in it would have just been an awful movie.
Yeah.
Sam Rockwell is.
To me, I think Sam Rockwell is a Gary Oldman level actor for me.
Yeah.
Everything I've seen him in, I think he's done a great job in. Except, oh goodness, Argyle.
I did not see that.
But I don't blame that on Sam Rockwell. I think it's like everything else about the film. The writer and I think the writer and the director is the same guy, but I think that.
I blame not seeing that on the thing with the cat. That stupid thing in the preview where the cat comes flying
goes up in the air and falls.
And I'm like, well, if you wanted to sell me not going to go see a movie, you just did it.
You just did it. It was just, I don't know. It thought it was something. I think that's my if I could make a comment about Argyle, that's what it is. It thought it was something a lot more than it was. They did not
have the joke every 45-second formula in it as well.
They tried.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They tried.
It's the constant effort to do that ruined.
You saw The Kingsman, right?
Yeah.
I think it's like the same creator.
I think so.
So like
yeah.
they tried to capture that kind of humor from the Kingsman.
Yeah.
It just did not work.
Did you see the way back?
No.
That's a great. If you like Sam Rockwell,
Yeah.
he'll make that movie for you. It's a
Wonderful.
It's
Okay.
a movie about just like a summertime thing with a teen angst kind of thing with
Okay.
parents that are
When was it made?
2013.
Okay, not
He's just
not
like,
that long ago, just a decade and a half almost.
he's just like an old dude that still works at like a water park.
Okay.
He's not like the focus of the movie, but he's kind of like the wise sage of the movie. And we've watched that movie probably 4 or 5 times. It's completely not one of those movies I would even watch a second time if it wasn't for his role and the way that he plays it.
Since we're talking about Sam Rockwell, ever seen Choke?
No.
All right, I watched Choke because it was written by the same guy who wrote Fight Club.
Okay.
And any male our age loves Fight Club.
Absolutely.
And I was like, let's do it. Sam Rockwell, Fight Club, great. And the premise is he's a sex addict, and he's going to like the groups that helps with like addiction. What do they call them? I can't be SA.
I don't
Whatever.
know.
He's going to like therapy groups,
Yeah.
but not to try to get better, to troll for women. And his mom is in like a psych ward, and she tells him that he was a clone.
That has something to do with like they're at a medieval reenactors or something.
At one point, I think,
Like he works at a park or
yeah,
something.
yeah,
I've seen a trailer
Yeah.
for that, and
yeah. That's his job.
I
He's
thought about
a
like
historical
watching it.
reenactor.
I thought about watching it because he was in it, and it was like one of those things. Like I'm not into that
it's
kind
a
of movie.
it's a weird movie, and it's one of those movies where like I'll recommend it with like an asterisk. Be like it's
It's going to be offensive.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm going to just spoil tell you the premise of it because it happens on pretty early. His mom tells him that he's a product of a Vatican experiment where they cloned cells from what they believed to be the foreskin of Jesus Christ. And so now he's like this depraved, sinful man thinking he's a clone of Jesus. And it's like just his journey of
Well,
this. It's an interesting film. Interesting premise.
yeah, I'm not sure. I want to dive into that one or
Oh,
not.
it's blasphemy light, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, this Good Luck, Don't Die, or Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die film is written by Matthew Robinson. The other movies he's written, a movie called Jerked, Monster Trucks. You don't talk.
I know
Yeah,
what
you know
Monster
Monster
Trucks
Trucks. I've never seen it.
We got to the point like where our kids were just kind of over that age
Mm-hmm.
of wanting to see that kind of stuff when it came out, and they were kind of like God, it's like whatever happened to like good kids movies? You know, my kids are like 13,
Right.
like yeah, there's no good movies anymore.
Love and Monsters. So,
That's a good movie.
I haven't seen any of this stuff that this guy made.
Yeah,
Oh, The Invention of Lying. I saw that. That was fun.
Love and Monsters is pretty good.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Did you see Dora and the Lost City of Gold?
No.
No, I missed that one too. But the director, he's the director of The Weatherman, The Ring, The Mexican, The Lone Ranger, A Cure for Wellness. And this is his first film in like 10 years. Cure for Wellness was the film before that.
Okay.
So I like this guy's work. So
Yeah.
I'm on board.
Yeah.
I am absolutely on board. Seeing a lot of the trailers these past 2 months, because I mean we came into 2026 going like 2026 is going to suck, but a lot of these films look like they're really good. I'm considering actually getting that.
The pass again.
Maybe I don't know. See like what's available, but get something like that.
I mean, honestly, the way if you take all of your money that you're looking into getting to a Netflix and a Paramount and a Disney and whatever else, and have to wait to see where a movie lands to even know if you're going to be able to see it or not, or just catch it when it's in the theater.
Yeah.
Kind of the Regal thing does make a little more sense.
Well, you've got to see. I think it's like 2 movies really. If you see 2 movies, you kind of pay for it.
Yeah.
And
the streaming services, I guess, are selling you that we have this series and we've got Landman, we've got Game of Thrones Part 8, whatever the new series is called. And I'm not a big series guy.
When it comes to subscriptions, especially things like the Regal, not so much the streaming. If I don't watch a streaming service for a few months, I'll consider canceling it. But like with the Regal Unlimited, I felt like I had to go see films.
Yeah.
And it was a point to where at one point I was going to see a film every week because it was like, well, I don't want to just pay for it. I want it to be a benefit.
Yeah.
So I was like, so I got to see 3 films. So
Okay.
might as well see one a week.
If I'm gonna go to the buffet, I'm going home uncomfortable.
Yes, that exact mentality. Yeah. So, and
I want
was
them to be looking out the door when I leave, like, is he gone?
yeah. And it was it got to a point to where I felt like it was an inconvenience to go see these films because I was trying to fit them in during my day, and
Yeah.
I was seeing films I didn't really want to see. It's the reason I saw Longlegs in the theater. I enjoyed Longlegs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm probably going to go see this one in the theater. It looks like fun.
Yeah.
All right, this next one,
Worldbreaker.
Worldbreaker. We're going to actually take a break. I did not watch this trailer. I need to watch this trailer.
Gotcha.
All right, so
We'll be right back.
we'll be right back. All right, it says now playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I think I've mentioned before that most of the time I don't even know what month it is.
Okay, I didn't see Mila Jovovich in there.
She is pretty much, I think the focus of the movie is the little girl.
Yeah.
I think she is the mom and
Okay.
maybe might be a character through flashbacks.
Okay.
Like maybe she didn't quite make it or something.
Gotcha.
A very similar premise to like Quiet Place.
That is exactly what I was thinking. Yep.
It's like survivors after the world's been defeated. Kind of thought it was aliens at first, and you kind of look at it, it's like maybe it's demons. There's a longer
Well-
trailer I've seen that they call them breakers, and it says they're creatures that come from underground caves.
Okay, there's a game called Resistance: Fall of Man from like the PlayStation 3 era,
Yeah.
and it takes place in World War II. And the premise is there were like these creatures that just have been living underground.
Yeah.
And World War, I think it was actually World War One.
Just broke 'em
World
free.
War One, like, got their attention. They came up and they started infecting humans and turning humans into them, and they were called Chimera. This very much feels, as someone who liked the Resistance
Kind of
games,
wonder
this
if it's
feels
not
like a
maybe
Resistance.
based on that because
Yeah.
it's the other notes I've put down was like it looks a little bit like 28 Days Later. It's kind of like the British Isles thing, or 28 Years Later. But it's also the people can get affected by getting infected by getting like scratched or bitten.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, that's where they're tearing their skin off.
yeah, like apparently they can get really big. There's big monster versions of them, but I think you can get infected by whatever these things are to begin with.
That was one of the things in the Resistance games that I questioned, and they probably answered at some point, where I was like, you'd have the foot soldiers, and they would show like the conversion process where humans were becoming these foot soldiers, but then they would just have like giant crab things. I'm like, where did those come from?
But I've watched even the worst of the Resident Evil movies with
Right.
Mila Djokovic
Oh,
because
yeah.
I just enjoy.
Did
her
you see?
movies.
Did you see the Hellboy with her in it?
Was that the first one or no?
No, I think it was the latest one, wasn't it?
She was in the one with David Harbour.
Hang on a sec.
I don't remember her in a Hellboy. I watched the thing.
Was it Hellboy?
Monster Hunter?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
watched-
yeah. The one with David Harbour.
Okay.
Yep. She was the
I turned
evil queen.
I turned that on, and I don't think I made it very far into that one too. It was very dull.
100% exactly the same as that was on, and I was in the room. I can't say I watched it. I have very little memory of it. I don't think I was paying any attention to it. I might have fallen asleep at one point.
I turned on the Monster Hunter movie that she made,
Yeah.
and woke up to a thing 2/3 of the way in where Ron Perlman looked like the caveman boy from Land of the Lost. And I was like, I don't even know how in the world we got there, but I don't care. I never went back to watch it.
Yeah, it says creatures turn men into hybrids. Yeah, it totally sounds like a Resistance, Fall of Man kind of story. It says it's an original story.
Okay.
So it's not based on anything.
Yeah. I don't know
Cool.
if you picked it up in the
Okay.
trailer or not. This is
It looks wild.
my last rant for any of the stuff that we're talking about today. I don't know what this like. It's got to be an industry of its own of these people that make these like somber remakes of popular songs just for movie trailers.
Mm-hmm.
half the time it's like 80s pop songs. I don't know if you heard it or not in that.
I didn't.
That was Wayfaring Stranger.
Okay.
That's the worst version of that song I've ever heard. I love that song. And I was just looking it up. I got into this little rabbit hole of like just looking at the song and got into like all this. It kind of shifting topics here. It gets into this whole history revisionism thing that's just everywhere. It's a Civil War song.
Okay.
It's a Confederate soldier song.
Okay.
And people are trying to credit it to, like on Wikipedia now, to like a black guy in 1905, like is credited for like doing this, and it's like,
Well, like, did he record it like on
I don't know.
a vinyl or something?
I know it became very popular in World War One
Okay.
because the same premise that was happening in the Civil War was happening in World War One, where these guys were far away from home and getting just decimated and seeing horrible things. And
I mean, war probably throughout all of history has some like themes that are similar.
I've even seen like
war is war. Right?
I read through this Wikipedia stuff because
as Fallout says, war never changes.
I get into these rabbit holes of stuff, and it literally was like, who did this awful remake? And I was into like an hour of Wikipedia, and it's like they're trying to credit it like people in like Scotland and stuff in the early 1800s, and it was like, and they were saying that it's not this song, but they sang a song that said Wayfaring in it. So, and it was like, why can't you just say? I guess it's almost that they don't want to say that it was a Confederate Civil War song, because then they'd all be like, how dare you use a Confederate song in a movie or something. And
when you started talking about this, the comment on my brain was, I don't know if you need to be that cynical, but now that you've said about it, there's probably some truth to that.
There's just people that are going.
They want to distance it from the origin, so
or just rewrite history so you don't even know what it was. I mean, the Wayfaring Stranger thing. There's been movies about it. Did you ever see Summersby?
We could just have a whole podcast series of the revisions of history.
Get me on a Civil War and
Summersby, huh?
Summersby with oh my goodness, Jodie Foster and Richard Gere.
Oh, back in 1993. No.
My dad watched this be shot from his courtroom in Lexington. Like they set up there above, down below. They turned the city of Lexington into like the downtown part of this movie.
My parents would have watched this, and like 12-year-old me would have been like,
oh, you would have been bored to death.
Yeah.
This is very slow.
Yeah.
But the whole idea of that is it's a soldier that comes back, and she's not sure if it's actually her husband or somebody that is impersonating her husband.
I'm almost positive my mom watched that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Nicole Kidman thing with Jude Law, Cold Mountain, same thing, where guys, late in the war were getting captured and breaking free because Confederate jail or Union jails and stuff were not that hard to get out of, and even when the war ended, guys that were in prison were just we're going to get into my ancestry. One of our ancestors was killed in Gettysburg. The other one was captured, and he was held in Elmira, New York, for 7 months after the war was over, and was not released until he signed an oath to say that I swear an oath to the Union. They literally left him and hundreds of people sitting in a jail, starving to death, and just sleeping in their own filth until they would sign an oath. Yay, America. And then when they turned him loose, they just turned him loose and said, good luck getting home. He walked from Elmira, New York, back to Eagle Rock, Virginia.
Oh, my goodness.
For over the period of months.
I was about to say, that'd take a while.
He was 20 years old when he got married in 1860. Went on to have 7 children. That is the only reason that I'm here, because if he had died, our lines did. That was the choke point of our lineage coming over from Germany. Came back home months, almost a year after the war, to the baby that he had impregnated his wife with before he left, because the war started in 1861.
So he impregnated his wife, went to war, got captured, was in prison for 7 months, and got... Wow. That's a lot happened in 9 months.
Yeah. The baby was born while he was gone.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Sorry. Well, I see you're trying to interpret the timeline. I probably didn't explain that very well.
There was a baby when he returned.
When he came back home.
Okay.
they actually came back in from the farm that they're at in Eagle Rock to find him, and I have this crib sitting upstairs, sitting in a rocking chair, rocking the crib with his foot. Looked like a Jewish, World War II prisoner. They said it was just ribs and bones. And they didn't know who he was. They thought somebody, with all the Union people that were kind of coming through the area, they, on their farm, actually had people show up while all the soldiers were gone and just come through and kill all their cattle.
Jeez.
Because they were like, we can't let you use that for supporting the Confederacy. It's
Right.
like, that's how we live through the year. But that's neither here nor there.
That's war.
They thought that he was, they didn't know who he was. And he,
Yeah, I can imagine they come in, dude that's just skin and bones, probably hair overgrown all over the place. Yeah.
hadn't been able to shave, sores everywhere from being in the conditions that he was in. Hadn't eaten probably a meal that wasn't just dead roadkill or stealing off a farm on the walk back from New York. But that's the whole Wayfaring Stranger is the return home for so many of these soldiers, and whether or not they're going to make it, whether anybody's going to remember them. Half the time you come home and your wife, well, we thought you were dead, and I remarried.
Got remarried. Yeah.
All that's the whole idea of that whole.
In the modern military, that happens without thinking you're dead.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can imagine.
You were gone for 6 months. I was lonely.
You can imagine it. It's like you're gone for 3 years.
Yeah.
And now you're
No
back.
kidding.
And I don't even know what you look like. And love the song. If you ever listen to the song, there's so many good versions. Jack White, the guy that does all that stuff, he actually sang a version of it from when he did Cold Mountain, because he acted in Cold Mountain.
Sorry. Started a Liberty Mutual.
There's a Liberty.
Liberty. What's the song called?
Wayfaring Stranger. But it
Johnny Cash did a version.
oh yeah, Johnny Cash did
That's
a version.
probably the version I've heard.
Bill Monroe did a version, an old bluegrass version. It's been everybody that probably was a country music artist from the 30s through the 70s probably did a version of it.
I'll listen to it later. If I play it, we'll get struck.
Yeah. But
Probably already gonna get struck, but
we'll
see
if we do. That's a far aside from the
Yeah.
Worldbreaker, but that struck me.
that song is there.
I was sitting there listening to that, watching that trailer, and all this stuff's going on. I was like, "Is that Wayfaring Stranger?" It's like, God, that's the worst version of that I've ever heard in my life.
I think a lot of times what happens, and because happens in video games too, where they want to use a particular song, but they don't want to pay the people who are known for it, so they get a cover because it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, at this point, they probably just make it with AI. The way that thing sounds, they may have a company or something that does it. I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing to get hung up on, I guess, from watching that trailer. But
Well, sometimes the song can make or break. Not only the trailer, but the experience.
the thing that always kills me is you'll see something that actually does catch your eye on that. It'll be like a song. It's like, oh, that sounds awesome. And then you go see the movie. It's not in the movie. It's like they just do this stuff just for these trailers. And
Resident Evil 7 had a game. The game Resident Evil 7 had a song called "Go Tell Aunt Rhody."
okay,
That is just a fantastic rendition of that song, and I had never heard the song before, but I listened to that, just that little and it was only like a minute or 2 minutes that they made for the song for the Resident Evil trailer. Loved it, and it really set the tone for the game, and I don't recall it being in the game.
yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, even though it's in the trailer, even if it's not in the movie, it can definitely set a tone.
The I never played any of these games. I don't know if it's one that crossed your paths or not. There was a Mercenaries game. I think it was called Mercenaries.
There are a few games called Mercenaries.
Did
like
you see the one that
series.
had the song that was like the "Oh no, oh no, oh no,"
No.
like the "Oh no, you didn't"?
Okay.
We downloaded that and had it
Yikes.
on our MP3 player, and our kids knew it and stuff. It was just for an advertisement for that video game.
That's great.
Because it was like, I'm a mercenary and I'm gonna make you. It was just like, I'm gonna kill you at last. it was hilarious. My kids, were like, gosh, I know my daughter was probably like kindergarten age or maybe even preschool, and she knew the words to the song, and I'm like, God, we're horrible parents. I was like, she's gonna be sitting in the sandbox like, I'm a mercenary and I'm gonna kill you. It's like, but yeah,
I'm down for Worldbreaker.
yeah.
I mean, Mila Jovovich's being in it, definitely it piques my interest in general. Just because I thought she was great as Alice in Resident Evil. I'll watch her in anything. She's earned that cachet from me. That's definitely
focusing on a daughter surviving the things, and maybe it's a better
Yeah.
Last of Us than they made of Last of Us.
Yeah, and the fact that it gives me Resistance vibes. There's a lot of things that this movie has going for it. I'm up for it.
Yeah.
The next film we already talked about, which is the Operation Taco Gary's.
Yes.
And what is the premise of this again?
Two brothers embark on a cross-country road trip that quickly goes off the rails when they get mixed up in a global conspiracy.
Okay.
And one of the guys is playing, like, I'm assuming it's the Tony Calvalero guy. It's playing Kyle. Gosh, who is that?
And it looks like the writer-director of this is someone called Mikey K. And it looks like it's his first film.
This
So-
guy almost looked like the Jimmy guy from 20 Years Later. It got me sidetracked for a second, but said he played Ozzy Osbourne in a biopic about
Okay.
called The Dirt or something.
Okay. But it looks fun. I'll watch it when it comes to streaming. I'm not gonna
Oh yeah,
make a special trip to the theater for it.
no $14 expenditures on something like
No,
that. It's too risky of being like 30 minutes into it being like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Like I said earlier, it gives me really strong "Dude, Where's My Car" vibes.
Yeah,
Like, so
yeah.
go in expecting that level of film, and you'll probably have a good time.
It's a rental movie. It's just a shame that we can't rent them
Can't
anymore.
rent them anymore.
I guess we can. We can digitally rent them.
Yeah.
Just,
Give them $6 or whatever.
It's not the same.
It's not.
I want the thing in my hand.
That's right. But that's it for our desserts
Yes.
for this month. I have a picture that I made. Since the next episode we're going to talk about giant robots because of Evangelion,
Yeah.
and because of the way they talked about other countries having Evangelions, it made me really want to see what Appalachian Evangelion would look like. And well, we'll post this to our X account. You can follow us on there, A Dim Sum Podcast. And we got a couple of good old boys. It looks like they're very dirty. One of them has a beer. The other one has like a rope around his arm. They both got ball caps on, and there's some.
I need like one of the Evas to have like a cedar that they just stripped all the bark off of and have it like a toothpick
Nice.
out of the corner of their mouth.
I like it.
Or maybe some deer horns or something hanging.
I did make because before I made this image, I made one where it was, I just said, hey, show me some Avas, and it made two ideas of Avas, and one was like a miner, like he had a miner's cap on, and he had like a big shovel. I was like, yeah, that might work.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
An Eva with a giant shovel.
Yeah, I'll show you the I'll probably let me post those as well. So,
Even a pickaxe or something.
yeah. But I love the idea of Avas elsewhere in the world.
Yeah. We'd be the one place in the continental United States that would not have given in to whatever happened in that world. So we could be sitting here in a.
It would be really easy to develop the concept of Ava in Appalachia.
Oh, yeah.
Like if Nerve had a
Old
mine shafts
old
and
abandoned
stuff.
coal mine.
Yeah.
And, yeah. No, that'd be awesome.
Man. But we have set parameters for what constitute a giant robot, because Evangelion, the robots are like biomechanical.
Yeah.
And the only anime that I think of right now that I think is a biomechanical, it's been years since I've seen this, but I'm pretty sure Escaflowne, the giant mech in that, has like some biomechanical parts to it.
Yeah.
But we kind of need to narrow it down because we didn't want to include like vehicles or me. I really like Exo Squad, but that wouldn't really apply because it's more of
Exo
a
Squad
exosuit.
It's
not
like
really, not a robot.
the things they defend the bay or the docking bay and Zion.
Yeah, in the
At the
Matrix.
end of the Matrix, where they're shooting. That's not really a robot. That's
Or
just
the Ripley power loader.
Yeah, that's almost the exact. The thing in the Matrix is the Ripley power loader with machine guns.
Yeah.
We're talking more something robotic that technically you're still driving it, but yeah, more than just like a power suit kind of thing.
Kaiju size. And that's really what we're thinking. We're thinking something that's a few stories tall.
I'm probably not going to dive too deep into like this doesn't fit because it
Right,
doesn't check
right.
off these 7 things. I'm going to be like, this was a robot. This was a movie that had a giant robot, and I love this movie. So I
That-
might stay away from the little robots that combine to make big robots. That might be a different topic.
Yeah.
Because that easily would get me into like Voltron and Symbiotic Titan and even some of the Transformer stuff. It's like, well,
I think the
that's a-
smaller robots that combine to make a bigger robot is a small enough sphere to where we could just talk about like those by themselves.
yeah. I guess when I'm thinking stuff like Pacific Rim and those kind of things, I've got other ideas, but we'll save those for the coffee service.
Yep, coffee service on the next episode of Appalachian Dim Sum.
Yes.
Follow us on X. Follow us on Spotify. We have this podcast gets published as audio on Spotify. Links below.
If you see us on YouTube, hit the little thumb there. Give us a like. See if we can get a little bit of an algorithm tickle.
Check out our shorts. We're starting to post shorts. So
Yeah, I'm gonna be clipping some things from previous shows. We'll get some shorts. We'll get some new things too. Just trying different things. See if we can grow our reach a little bit. And
if you have any ideas, let us know.
something you want to see, throw it in the comments. If it's something we can do, we'll definitely discuss it.
We'll at least consider it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we've always said this is something that we're doing just to make sure that, hey, we keep in contact and we keep doing something.
Yeah.
So it's a reason for us to get together and talk about things that we enjoy.
No, not doing this for the money.
No. Imagine if we were.
Yeah. I don't think most businesses would have stayed at it.
No. We're in our second year.
Yep.
But we'll be back next week with giant robots.
Yes.
Thanks, Joel. It's been fun.
All right, later.